Whoa!
All right,
sweetheart.
all right. Oh yeah, it's so for 4K, so I'm not going to the screen, right?
Do you want to switch to 10K, 1080?
No, it's not looking good.
We're live, so don't say anything crazy.
I can't talk about the gerbil that was in my ass.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You know, it's funny, like how we, I don't know how long you know Ebony. How long have you known Ebony?
I don't remember. I don't think I ever met her. I have no idea.
You know what she is? No. You never met her before?
I think so. I've never seen her. Like, I remember you chatting on this. I'm like, we have not done this before. I have no idea.
So ask.
What? Huh?
Look,
I didn't frame it, Dion.
I forgot how small you are.
What you mean?
Pause. I gotta tilt up.
What's that 12 first? You're hilarious. Always wanted to do that. What's up, Twills? How we doing? Small life. You were sitting on a whole ass pillow.
Hey
right
man,
here.
shut your butthole.
Look at the ass pillow in the shot too. Look at this. I'm keeping the ass pillow in the shot. You still recording? Nope. That's going in there.
What she said?
Black guy hemorrhoids. No hemorrhoids. That's a hemorrhoid pillow. Why is this thing? Maybe I should just move over. Let me just move over. I'm getting close. I'm getting close to you. And the closer I get to you,
Almost vocals.
the more you make me feel. Going on. I'm about to read what Dion got doing. Look at him. Fubu, goat, Hummer. What are you doing? What are you doing over here? What are you doing over here? Is it exercise?
Yeah, no, my hip hop show.
Now I'm too close to you. I gotta get back over. But this mic is all the way over here.
I got you. I'm not even recording yet.
Oh, you stopped it? Breathe and stop. The Thusky pillow. What's up, Stephanie? Let some
niggas in.
I gotta let's grab my glasses. I'm not struggling to read y'all comments. Last week it was terrible. I was like, and then I saw the like I never read before. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. The Thusk is a must. Thusk is real. Get mine.
You gotta get some else.
I'm not getting my breath.
Okay, well, stop it again. Start it again.
Is it real?
I had to start pressing record again.
The more you make me feel. That's been recording the whole time. Keep it rolling.
No, I just record. I sat down and pressed record.
I got you.
I don't know if this audio is working. Yeah.
Over and over.
Good evening.
Again. Oh yeah, I look intelligent.
You look intelligent.
Actually,
what is the green about? What's the green accent?
what you got against the green?
It looks like you're trying to green screen something out. I'm insecure about
The side of my head.
I'm insecure about my wrinkles in my face. So let me go ahead and add some of this green.
I should just green screen right here. Just make it smooth.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have surgeries for that soon. Like, yeah, I just got my forehead unwrinkled.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, just got my forehead unwrinkled.
What does that mean, though? Why did God give us that?
Somebody what?
No. As in, like, when you're older,
Mm-hmm.
your skin start to get wrinkled.
It's gravity, yo.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Because as a baby, your skin is smooth.
You're fresh. You're brand new.
Right. But why does your body need to deteriorate?
Things get old. Everything does.
But why does it can't just be older? It can't just grow, right? Why can't you just grow? Why does your skin have to start drooping?
Because of gravity.
What about wrinkles? Wrinkles not gravity, is it?
This is the years of doing the same motions over and over again. You just get creases. This is what happens.
Mm.
You've been doing this shit for 30 years.
Mm.
If you do anything if you sat in the same spot for 50, that couch is gonna wear.
Yeah.
For 50 years, it's like, yo,
yeah,
same things here.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I kind of feel like there should be a test subject, as in, like, listen, now that you understand that your expressions mean everything, we're going to pay you and your family $10,000 a week to not make any expressions.
Smooth face your whole life.
Mm-hmm. You're going to eat like this. You can't smile. We're begging you not to. We're going to do a tough subject.
That's the laugh lines, you know. Like, I can't even help it. They're there. They're permanently on my face. It's always there. You be laughing a lot, huh? Laughing.
Yeah.
Laughing. Huh? Confused. Me a lot, huh?
Yeah.
You said what? I ain't do that.
So
lying face, huh?
So the people who are like, 80, 90 years old, and they're like, man, your skin look good. Is it because they were miserable all their life and they just starting to smile? It's like, I never had a chance to get this in shape. I never had a chance to. The whole time.
I've never felt an emotion in my entire life.
I was in the cubicle the whole time.
This is the first time I've ever.
Started ripping.
Yeah, man. It's like the ring around the trees to tell your age, for sure.
You said that.
The ring. 12.
Yeah.
12. 12 sounds like she should be like a producer on somebody's album.
Yeah.
It's 12.
Yeah. Speaking of producers, how you feel about that Drake?
Gonna be honest, I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear the Drake response?
Yeah. I've heard something about a 7-size shoe. Big stepping. I really heard.
I really appreciated the rebuttal. Why? Is because everything he said was true.
Mm-hmm.
And you make it rhyme is top tier. When you actually say names and facts and make people uncomfortable, when you like, dude, what are you talking about? Every single #1 hit you had was featuring me.
Mm-hmm.
like saying stuff like, remember who got you on stage. Remember your first tour. Saying stuff like, every time you drop music, you gotta give top 50. So that's what the song is called, Drop and Give Me 50. So when you drop them, when you drop music, you gotta give top dog 50%.
Oh, for real?
Yes. So I was like, damn, that's such a perfect. Say, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. So he made a chorus about every time you drop music, K Dot.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta give top dog. And this is why you're not in the deal with him anymore.
That's why he left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, he was like, oh, he said, when you do some music with Maroon 5, you gotta make it witty. Oh, you gotta do some music for the Swifties. This was the interview where Top Dog said, we try to diversify our music, so I want K Dot to start doing more music with, diverse people. So that's why I made him do songs with Maroon 5, songs with Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, oh, you doing music for the white folks and making fun of me? Oh. Yeah, just like, ASAP, shut up, because you know what I've done with your baby mama. It's like a lot of facts, man. I was like, I love when it's not just like anybody can get it bars.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, God, he said, try to give me 50. He said, y'all niggas out here got me rapping like I'm 50. The other nigga, I should cuff your girl like Ricky. Because, we always call Rick Ross a cop.
Mm-hmm.
Cuff him like I'm Ricky. He's like, this nigga jumped in and he damn near 50.
Mm-hmm. Rick Ross?
Yeah. And it's like, dude, what are y'all doing? He's like, I made y'all niggas. If y'all take all my music away that's featuring me, y'all have no #1s. Y'all not even top. I'm like, this nigga right here.
Kendrick, Be Humble is up there. That's not him on there.
He didn't say about that.
Well, that's a big song.
But he's also, Drake had him on his first tour.
Mm-hmm.
His very first #1 was Poetic Justice with Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what I'm saying is, like, he said, I'm the reason I gave all y'all niggas #1s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this nigga had a brilliant triple entendre.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I pull up with my bodyguards like Whitney, as in like I'm coming to your house, like a bodyguard. with bodyguards because you know K-Dot said I'm gonna pull up with bodyguards,
Mm-hmm.
and he also said pull up with my bodyguards like Whitney,
Mm-hmm.
like
The
Whitney
movie.
Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
his wife's name is Whitney.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And he was like, tell his old nigga to, you know, pipe down. He's like, I'm on a mountain. I gotta hike down just to talk to you. he just I mean, like every line he didn't waste, man.
So
He's like, this is the closest y'all can get to another feature in my life.
so Drake's winning.
Nigga, a whole Kendrick Lamar never does a whole song.
Right.
He does like a he just does like features and it's never on his music. It's like, dude, where is this coming from? And like when he did Control, that was
a verse
on a he don't think of Drake did 5 minutes talking about everybody.
The thing about Ballad Drake is he's going to try to make it there's a hook, there's a chorus.
He said, nigga, I'm gonna get a Grammy again off of this. Let's say what's perfect is he said drop it, give me 50. Then they had a video of remember when K-Dot was doing the push-ups?
They showed that?
Yeah.
Drake made a video for the song?
Yes.
Oh,
no, somebody online did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you know that you ever seen that video when Kendrick Lamar, somebody Kung Fu Kenny, and he does
I've probably seen it.
Yeah, he just does some push-ups and he gets back up and do like a burpee, do push-up.
What's up, Candace Muhammad? Yeah, you know what? It's funny is the drop and give me 50 was in my head, and I had no idea where it came from. I didn't know it was Drake.
Yeah,
I was like, why is this in my head? Drop and give me 50. That's funny. Drake's clever, bro.
Yeah, nigga.
The only reason I don't like Drake, not that I don't like him, I don't like his albums because I find his albums boring. But when Drake 100%. Raps and he's
100%, and
he's on a verse, I go like he's very talented, but his actual albums put me to sleep.
You know,
these are not for me.
You know what sucks is I don't know if he's chasing the check.
Drake?
Yeah, because granted, all his singing makes him money because women love him. But we all know you can rap. I don't know if he's like, I don't need to rap because y'all know what I got. But he's never given us an exclusive rap album.
Is Drake a good singer?
No, at all. But they make money. I know when the highline bling.
That song is so goddamn awful. It's crazy.
It's still number one hit, man. Daddy, when you know me, when you're money, yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, you've been hurt by someone else. I can tell by the way.
Is Drake? This is Drake's no. This is how he sounds.
Yeah, he's not a great singer. No one ever put him in the top anything when it comes to singing. But they sell.
Someone who sings. Just get somebody else who can sing on here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know if. Ooh, watch this. People sample singing more than they sample rapping. What if 20, 30 years from now, people's going to start sampling his music?
They will. Like they did Kanye get sampled now. Shoot, there was who was this? I just heard somebody recently, a rapper get sampled. And I was like, dang, dog, with this song.
Yeah, nobody's not going to sample a bar. They might use it as a hook, but he probably thinking about the future. Like, dude, y'all know I can rap. So let me just kind of create a catalog of music. So people are going to be like,
But I like Big Butts get sampled. That was what else?
Right.
There's been a ton of songs now, even since the 2000s. That's been sampled.
People want to do covers, man, because people cover his music, and who can actually sing. Somebody covered Kanye West's 808 and Heartbreaks. It's a lot of covers online.
That's a lot of singing, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They cover because it's like if I can actually sing, let me just use this song that people are familiar with, and just do it again. So, which is a brilliant idea.
Twilla asks, "What do you feel about Rick Ross's reply?"
I feel like it was already in the chamber. Did you hear it?
Uh-uh.
I feel like it was already in the chamber because he didn't even say anything about Drake at all. I mean, it was very general. Yeah, and they made it seem like it was a quick rebuttal. It wasn't. It was. As soon as Drake dropped, oh, this is the perfect time he put it out, and he felt like he had it in the chamber. Because it wasn't like I heard what you said about so and so. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like a very not true. It was like you got a nose job, you got surgery abs, white boy. You know, kept calling that white boy. Yeah, so it wasn't the best. It was very
calling a light-skinned person white boy is funny though.
You should have called him
very mature
Aubrey Graham Cracker.
His kid is extremely white.
Yeah,
that is a white child.
Only thing Kendrick Lamar can do right now is a great rebuttal by revealing that Drake has
another child. We put about your daughter.
Yeah, I like it sucks because when you get this big, when everyone said, I love Drake, I love Chris Rock, I love Dave Chappelle, I love Kevin Hart, you know, even Tony, I love Tony. Somebody's like, it's not for me.
Which is true. Which is true.
It happens. No one's not gonna be like, I don't like jazz. I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. And it's like you don't get like the masses of people saying, I hate you. I don't like your comedy. I don't like your music.
The amount of people who say Kevin Hart's not funny is crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
I go like, this can't be true. All of you cannot think Kevin Hart.
Right. But you know, people have different type of comedies. So, like people have different taste buds. Different people got different type of music, dress. How do people fashion?
I think people just get they had enough of somebody. I think it's that way more than like this person's like.
There's way more talented people out there, man. Why does he keep getting work?
It's just not true. There's not a lot more people talented than these top cats.
You got to see. It's never been a time that Kevin Hart did not make me laugh, even in serious movies. I was like, that's pretty funny. Like his reaction was like, just that right there is like it's
I don't get the Kevin Hart hate. I really don't. But I don't get the hate for a lot of people. You know, like I always feel like I come off as a Drake hater because I'm not a fan of Drake.
Right.
But I recognize how good of a rapper he is.
Yeah.
It's just I'll be like albums.
I
judge you if I like you off your albums.
Right.
And I go like, cat's just not for me. They were saying when I was talking about Big Sean the other week. I was like,
me
rap his ass. Yeah, it was like the other week. Rap his ass off. I was like, content wise, like that's not for me. That's how I felt about Rick Ross early on.
Right.
And I was like, more drug talk, great.
Yeah. And I said the same thing about Nas. I have not to this day heard an entire Nas album. I know. It just didn't do it for me.
Nope. Life is Good is so good, bro. And that was like much later, but Life is Good is great. Great.
And I started, I started listening to it, and I was like, I don't know if this is too outdated for me. I did listen to King's Disease 2 all the way through when I was like painting my space, and nothing stuck with me. Nothing stuck to my ribs. It was kind of like bars. But I always felt like all Nas's music sound the same. And so here's the best example. Here's the best example for me. Who was a huge artist that has been out for years and you never listen to their music? Like E40,
as far as albums?
E40 whole album. Like
I've heard whole
or
E40
Tech
album.
9, right?
Yeah, I can't tell you a Tech 9 album.
Right. So how about this? If I start playing a song from Tech 9 and I was like, what year you think this came out? And you'd be like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, I don't hear the evolution. I don't hear the evolution of Nas's music. As in, like, his beats sort of sound the same a lot of the time. His content, the way his flow is like, so when I hear his music, I'm like, again, this is me.
I feel like if you heard whole albums, you wouldn't feel that way.
Again, like I try.
I mean, he's gonna have his voice. He's gonna be a little raspy. That's
right.
his voice.
So it's like they all sound the same to me. Nothing really. Only one stuck to me is the singles, of course, and One Mic. Not One Mic. Rewind. My boy was trying to sell me on it. I was like, okay, this song is dope.
Rewind.
Rewind is obviously top tier Nas. All the singles. I know all Nas singles.
It was written.
Yeah.
Great album.
Yeah.
I think you'd like Life is Good. His song Daughters, Cherry Wine, the song Life is Good. He's got great hits on there. And I don't think any of those really were big single hits, but that was a great album. That'd be the one I'd tell you to listen to because it's got like the variety, I think, of those things. Like,
I'm gonna put you on pressure right now. Give me Nas's best bar.
Best bar?
As in, like, when you hear this, you like, whoo. It is like this. If it was a contest of,
I mean, if there's anything that I would go to, it'd be off of Ether.
That's not fair, dude.
Why not? You said it was the best bar.
That's not fair.
That's when the pressure was on the most. How is that not fair?
It's not fair because it's literally battle rap.
Wait a second. If we're talking about something to talk about how great Nas is,
sure,
and you like this is for his life, the most pressure of a song he ever had is a rebuttal to Jay-Z.
Right.
There's nothing better to use than that.
Right. But it's here's the thing. You know who Charlie Clips is or Conceited?
No.
Hitman Holler. These are all battle rappers.
Okay.
Their opening line is going to be fire because it's talking to somebody directly. You are built like a big bag of golden grams mixed with ground beef. It's like, ugh. And he rhymes that with something. It's gonna be like, whoo, that was a dope bar because it's a battle. It's ammunition versus like, I got no patience like a doctor that don't work.
Okay.
Like that's a memorable line that I remember from Jada Kiss in like 98. Okay. Anytime I think about Jada Kiss, like that line right there, it's always gonna stick with me. I'm asking you, not a battle rap bar. What is a Nas bar that's like, nigga, that's the one? You can't say Ether. I know you can. I know. But out of all his catalog of music, you can't think of any of his songs besides Ether?
Sure, but
here we go.
You said the one.
That's not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair?
It's like, you know, what is R. Kelly's greatest song? And it's like, I could believe I can fly because I got married to that song. At my graduation, is like that song right there touched my heart. Was like, we got a lot of music, man. It's like everyone play I Believe I Can Fly.
Well, then you should change your question.
Man, dude, the fact that you're in love with Nas and Life is Good, you can't give him one Life is Good bar.
Sure, but we're doing one of those things was like right now on the spot. And I go like,
sure.
Come on, man. That's just hard to do on the podcast anyways. You know what I mean? Because now I got to be like, hold on.
Let's play with me then.
And I have to go like look it up and be like, okay, here's the one I want to do.
Give me an artist and I'll give you my best bar of theirs. See? Nigga, because you can't say it's hard on the spot. I'm going to show you how I can flex.
Okay, who are your favorite?
You better not say the KRS one.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who you listen to.
You guys.
Who's your people to listen to?
What are they talking about?
Candace versus Reed Dollars headlined. Callus. Oh, you had a rap battle in Detroit. Oh. You know what, man? I'm really not into the beats right now. I remember being younger, being all in it. I really don't care. I haven't listened to the Drake one. I didn't listen to the what's his name, J. Cole one. I still don't know Kendrick's bar. I haven't listened at all. Yeah. I am so on the outskirts of caring.
Yeah. I appreciate the sport because now instead of just fighting, they're making art for hip hop history. So this is going to be etched in their lives forever. I'm sure they're going to get back together, be cool. Just like, you know, Meek Mill and Drake had made music after that.
Did they?
Jay-Z and Nas made music after that. Tupac and Biggie didn't make it to
that's the real beef,
right?
Oh my God, die over this.
Yeah, I think people get afraid because the fans get so like in tuned.
Well, it's not the same anymore.
Because they be like, man, no, what you mean he's better than so and so? No, I'm gonna show you who's better.
The top guys aren't the gangster guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like who are the top cats? Like there's the big three, right?
Mhm.
But like who else are on top? Like
Yeah, I think what happens is the fans, they say, hey man, how does it feel being a part of the big three?
mm,
You know, I'm fine with it, but in the big three, what do you think you fit? And you be like,
Mhm.
I think I'm number one. I should be all shit. I'm like, nah, I don't think you're number one.
mhm,
Drake definitely got you.
mhm,
It's like, nigga, he's not that great. Drake hears that on the interview.
mhm,
And he's like, yo, what was that for?
mhm.
And it's like just the people makes it happen. Versus saying, because if I say, well, that's your opinion. And it's like, but you gotta know that, you know, you're not even touching, you shouldn't even be part of the big three. It's like, bro, where's this coming from? It's like, well, you don't really have the confidence to be in the top three because you don't come out until every 5 years. So I just kind of figure like you don't even feel like you said your mental illness was kind of affecting you. So I kind of feel like you should be in, you know, in the categories like, all right, man, first of all, Drake does this, Drake does this, Drake did it, and Drake's like, why did I get these straight? This person been antagonized the entire time. Like there's a 45-minute YouTube video that I watched of how these beefs unfolded, and I was like, "It's the people, man."
Yeah.
Because when that control thing happened,
Yeah.
it really shook up some stuff.
Right.
And then you know, J. Cole was like, "I like the sport, man. We all should be saying we're the greatest." And then somebody was like, so Cole said we all should feel like the greatest, and then Kendrick was like, yeah, I heard what he said, but I'm actually much better than you. And then Drake was like, I kind of feel like you're doing it just for attention. Like, just make good music.
Kendrick's a shit star.
Yes.
Kendrick probably is better than them all, far as style, versatility, far as rapping goes. I go like, Kendrick's a monster, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably the better rapper all around than the three of them. I mean, out the other two.
He's very artsy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't digest him, pause, a lot because it's very abstract.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like noises, a lot of yelling, and then it's like, yeah, pow! Oh,
this is not at all. This is not at all how I would describe Kendrick. I feel like you did Kendrick a huge disservice right now.
No. So it's a lot of like
one Kendrick song.
Nigga, it's not. It's not, dude.
This is
dude,
very much
like, dude. On N95, he has a song like. Shut up! Bitch! You ugly as fuck. You out of pocket. Like, what is? I know. It's like I gotta look up. Like, what is he talking about? Bitch! You ugly as fuck. You out of pocket. 223.
It was one time, and I think you told me one of your favorite top 5 rappers was Ludacris, and I was like, okay, this is Lack style here.
It's digestible. I can hear what he's saying.
Sure, but then that changes how I look at how you look at music.
Right. It's what I'm saying is I get it. You have to literally look up what is he talking about.
I just go like, oh, Dion likes the simpler.
Very simple. Yes. I don't need to be like, let me study to figure out what Kendrick. Let me do a quiz, pop quiz. Let me add some cliff notes. Let me Google what he's talking about. He could be worshiping the devil, halls. I know. If he's talking about Beelzebub versus saying the devil, I need to know exactly what he's talking about. Like I don't like to have to.
What are you even referencing right now? What are you talking about? This is
that's the song he's talking about on Like That. He was like, we click it up like 40 water. Bow! I'm really like that. And fucked up, little like pack and put up like oh! So when you hear Kendrick, it's like it's like mystical. It feels very like, oh, this feels like he's saying something. But if you look, it's like,
I disagree.
nigga, what are you talking about? Okay. Give me a Kendrick song. I'm gonna read these lyrics out and see if you can dodge. Huh?
Money trees.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can dissect this. Does anybody in the comment section agree?
Lax tastes are quite shallow.
Okay. What's it called? Money what?
Money trees. Dion got Kendrick sound like a rugrat. Did you like to Pimp a Butterfly? I like Pimp a Butterfly, but I never went back to it. It was like one of those things. I go like, it's a great movie, but I haven't went back. We tired of Dion rapping for Eminem. Well, I'm an Eminem fan.
Come on, man.
Future Hendrix. Just Future got J. Cole spot. Man, I tried to hop into Future, bro. I get why Future's popular, but he's not for me. A lot of it's just once you start doing the heavy drug talk, I'm out. I can't relate.
Mm-hmm.
I just go lie. He's always talking about more pills and dirty Sprite. This is where we're on. Is where you lose me. What up, fellas? I hope all. What's up, Brooklyn B?
That's Brooklyn B.
What's up? Is it Kai? What's up, Kai? Oh, I ain't saw a kick clip from the year. I said, what's up, Moyo? My bad if I didn't. What's up, Moyo? Who else? Did I miss anybody? And then Twills. Like Twills has got to do. Did you find it?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just trying to read this right here. Right here. Start from here.
Why would we not start from the beginning of the
song? Because there's a bunch of words. I was like, I don't know what this is talking about.
What do you mean it's a bunch of words?
Start with was it Imagine?
Well, this is not Kendrick rapping. This is J-Rock. Imagine
okay.
Rock up. Wait a second.
Well, it didn't go down. It's not him then.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm trying to get out the chorus.
Let's see. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Stephanie. Very Tasmanian devil.
Mm-hmm.
Pow!
Dreams of living like rappers do, like rappers.
No. I want you to talk it out.
40 after school. You know, big balling with my homies. Earl Stevens had us thinking rational. Back to reality, we pour you, bitch. Another casualty at war, you bitch. 2 bullets in my Uncle Tony head. He said, my Tony head. He said one day I'll be on tour, you bitch. That Louis burgers never be the same. A Louis belt would never ease that pain. But I'm a purchase when that day is jerking. Pull off at churches with the Pirelli skirting. Gang signs out the window, you bitch. Hoping all of them offend you, bitch. They say your hood is a pot of gold, and we gonna crash it when nobody's home. What is hard to understand about this? It goes holla berry.
What is Earl
Hallelujah? Stevens? E40. That's his real name.
See, I had to look that up. I had no idea what that meant.
We can't help you. What do you mean?
But why your bitch?
Your bitch?
What does that mean?
It's just your bitch. It's just cats saying something differently. Yeah, bitch. It's probably just so they get it on the radio. Yeah, bitch.
Okay.
And then Rock come in. I love this verse. Imagine Rock up in them projects where them niggas pick your pockets, Santa Claus, I miss them sockets, liquor spilling, pistols popping. How you talk? Again, what? What didn't you understand about
when I'm
that?
listening to music? I like to know what you ever heard Cornel West speak?
What was hard about that?
No, I'm asking you.
Okay.
You ever heard Cornel West speak?
Yes.
You be like, this nigga, he's
smart.
And you looking like, I wish I know what he's talking about, but this feels good. This feels good. And it's like, yo, you know what he's talking about, right? I'm like, no. Oh, okay. I had to do some homework to figure out what he was talking about, but I appreciate it. So when I say it's art, I get it.
What's wrong with looking up something that somebody's rapping?
Nothing, man. Okay. But if I'm saying, you can ring my bell, very random. I know it's very random, but I know what they're talking about.
What does that mean? You can ring my bell. What does that mean?
You can literally knock this thing down.
Well, how is that a reference? I don't know what ring my bell means.
Why I sung that song.
What's up, Big Sis Chris? Are you in LA?
Are you in
oh boy. Sorry, Lack is like, hey, but do you guys Lack goes to a 5-star restaurant? Can I just get a burger?
Yep.
No, I don't need any flamboule.
No, it's different.
Can I just get a burger?
It's different between music and eating.
No. Actually, I just want fries. Can y'all just stop with the truffle? I don't want anything. I have to look up what it is. Just
Nigga,
give me the
let me tell you
basic.
something. Let me tell you something. This was like perfect. Yeah, perfect example.
All right, this isn't gonna be the
Here
same
we
as
go.
ringing my
Watch.
bell, is
No,
it?
watch.
Okay.
You go to an Italian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is in Italian.
Mm-hmm. So it's authentic.
That's Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
You be like, this looks good. I like that entree over there.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, I know exactly what that is. Listen.
Okay.
I know exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see the pictures
Mm-hmm.
on certain of them, not all of them, on certain of them.
Mhm.
It's every other 6. You're like, that looks good, but I want to know what that is.
So what would
So
you
I
do?
have to Google
No.
what this is.
You can ask the waiter, right?
For all of them.
Sure.
How do you
That's his
feel?
job.
How do you feel? It's like, hey man, let's listen to Kendrick Lamar's album together and let's study together to figure out what this is. No, I want to know. I want to be an adult and know what this stuff means myself. So I have to Google everything to figure out what this menu is.
If you go to an Italian restaurant and they tell you this is the linguine with something, and say, oh, this is actually the veal. You know what you just did? You just learned something and got some culture.
Right.
Why is that? I shouldn't have to do this.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I don't mind Googling what this means.
Mhm.
But when I'm listening to music at a club, I don't need to pull up my phone to figure out what Kendrick was talking about.
If you're listening to the words at the club's the last thing people care about.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to get to a damn Waffle House.
Not
man.
everything is club music, though. What are you talking about?
So Kendrick Lamar don't have no club bangers.
Sure he does.
You gonna be all right?
No, sure he does. But not everything is club music. He's got some things that are like, this is for the clubs, and this is for you to go dissect, do your homework.
Right.
We got both.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, listen, his music is powerful.
You just want the hotline bling. You don't have to think about.
It's powerful. I get it. I'm certain that everything he's saying has meaning behind it. I'm certain.
To him, I'm sure. Some things we might not know.
I'm certain, bro. I'm sure somebody on YouTube has figured out a way to break down all his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm listening to music, I'm like, okay, what does this mean?
Okay, look.
Like listen to E40.
Wait a second. Are there times when I know, right? The horn hog right now. When somebody says, all right, here comes a Kendrick album, I'm gonna sit by myself and listen to this Kendrick album. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go listen and take in this Kendrick album. I might listen a couple of times. Let me just get the first run through. Sure. Oh, let me see what this is. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm the same do with the J. Cole. No, let me get all the puns. Let me hear the story he's telling. Big Crit, I'm gonna do the same thing. Mm-hmm. If I want something that's a little more common, I'm gonna do the same thing. Nasir, I'm gonna do the same thing. If I want something a little more basic, there's cats out there like that, like the Futures of the world. Future ain't saying nothing that you need to go look up. But I go like, this is what I'm coming for. I'm coming to hear how he spits these bars, these entendres. What I'm listening for the way Kendrick's gonna tell a story, because he's also gonna give you genius. Yeah, and you're gonna be like, hey dog, I ain't never heard nothing like that.
100%. You have to look up everything he says.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
This is
what are you doing? What is that supposed to be? What are you trying to say? What are you saying with that?
That's Bad Bunny, and I'm sorry. He speaks Spanish, and I'm sorry, like, this feels good, but I gotta look up these lyrics to figure out what he's saying. Like, he's the biggest artist in the world. It's like, dude, this feels amazing. Was like,
I don't want to read.
Yeah, 100%. It's music. It's music.
Oh God, there's different things though. You know? There's different. You know, I remember.
Hold on. I see him in the comments. I see him in the comment section talking reckless. Okay, first of all, Moyo and Twitter don't even listen to.
You said Dan wants a picture book.
They don't even listen to Kendrick themselves, so they are bumping their guns tough right now.
This explains a lot. This is how lack of facts started. No research required. She makes a good point right there. Makes a good point.
I've never heard any of them talk about Kendrick Lamar and being like him.
Huh? You never heard what?
They do not listen to.
Twilla says she listens to Kendrick. I like good music, and that's not to say that simple stuff isn't good.
Listen, why can't y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar is not talented. I'm not saying I don't like his music. When I listened to it the first time through, I'm like, I'm. It's very complex, and it's like, listen, it's me.
So.
This is me. Like I hear words here and there. I understand.
I don't know what you're hearing to what other people hear. Like I don't know, what do you hear? Do you hear Kendrick and everyone goes, get it. He's like, what is he trying to say to us? If you go to Good Kid, Mad City, there's no questions in what he's saying the entire album.
Yeah.
I go like, this doesn't. I'm not like, what is he?
Give me one of his songs on Good City.
That was one. Money Trees. I give you
Clips. All got along.
I mean, being dead by the end of this song. And within that album, he's telling an entire story, right? It's a story about the night he got high off of angel dust. Him and his boys were trying to go hit a lick, go rob a spot. He got away. He got jumped by the homies when he was trying to get his girl. He was trying to go smash the chick and got jumped. All this happens in the album. This is all one big story. And then they try to pop up on the homies and try to kill them. Then the homie gets shot. Oh, niggas just killed my brother. All that was in the house. I was like, what didn't you get from the entire story? I feel like as someone who really enjoys stories and these pictures that they paint, Good Kid, Mad City is right up your alley.
I think he's actually.
I don't think you ever heard the album. You never heard Good Kid, Mad City?
I don't. All his music kind of blended in with me. I definitely listen to all of them all the way through, but it's not like it sticks to my.
That's a beautiful album. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I actually play a Kendrick song for my kiddos to get them hype in the morning. Love Myself. Oh. I knew what I want to do. That's not the song though, but oh, that's what it is. I'm real. That was my shit. I'm really, really real.
That's the song.
That's not the song Moyo's talking about, but that's the one I play for Izzy. That has never had any album. You don't listen to full albums though, do you?
If I make it, I don't make an effort to do it. It's not like I'd be like, Google play, album. And I was like, I'm leaving.
But it's hard to judge somebody's work of art and be like, well, this person only does this. And it's like, well, that's not true. Have you heard their full album? Mm-hmm. Then you go like, no.
Well, let me just reverse this on you. Mm-hmm. Have you heard Drake's entire album?
I've tried.
When was the last time you heard the entire Drake album?
Whatever his last album was, I probably listened to a bit of each song, and then I go like, I'm bored.
But how can you judge if you haven't heard the entire album?
I go through and I go like, I'm bored. Drake's not for me, which is fine. But it's not like I can't.
Why can't I use the same marketing review?
You didn't say Kendrick's not for you. That's not what you said. You said, I don't know what he be saying. I got to look up everything he says.
I don't know how to describe anything differently. He's not for me. God damn.
That's not the same thing.
It's hard to digest. It's hard to digest.
Wait a second. When you say, I got to look up everything he says, it's hard to digest. I'm like, I just showed you a song that was easily digestible.
It's not like I can't understand what he's saying, but he's very poetic. He's very poetic. And it's not a bad thing.
So that's fine. It's fine if Kendrick's not for you.
I didn't say he's not for me. I'm saying,
what are you trying to say?
What I'm saying, I don't enjoy listening to it every single day. It's just like I've heard it. It's like it's nigga. How many times have you watched the Titanic?
Wait a second. I said the same thing. I said To Pimp a Butterfly is like a song, like a movie you see that I don't go back to, but it's a beautiful movie. Right. Good Kid, Mad City I go back to all the time. Damn, I go back to all the time. Those are two great albums. Mm-hmm. Good Kid, Mad City is not one, and whatever in the Big Steppers I go like, I haven't been back. Classic albums, great stories, all those other things, but those aren't the things that hit me every day that I need to hear. You know, but I'll be like, Good Kid, Mad City staying in rotation. I still listen to that quite frequently. Same with Damn, I still listen to that quite frequently. So if you go like, yes, it does not digestible, I go like, well, that's just not it's really easily digestible. Mm-hmm. I go like, I can like give you songs that are like, it's digestible. But Kendrick not being for you, that's fine. But then you're like, well, I didn't say he's not for me. You just said that. So what are you trying to say? Listen, I'm so confused.
When I say he's not for me, as in I appreciate him as an artist. Mm-hmm. When he's on singles, like he's featuring on somebody's songs. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a bar. That was dope. I actually enjoyed this song. I actually enjoyed how he set the flow. But it literally is like CeeLo. Listen, I'm not comparing him lyrically.
Okay.
I'm not comparing him lyrically.
Okay.
I can digest a CeeLo song, one song.
Okay.
But to hear a whole album is crazy.
Okay.
It's his voice that does something to me that bothers me. A whole album.
Okay.
I make me crazy. I love that song.
Okay.
But it's like, yo, you gotta hear the whole album. Like, slow down. I can't do that whole entire thing. So it's you know, it's like I can't.
You're a simpleton.
I'm,
Lex is a simpleton.
Give me. Here we go. I'm doing this again. Since you love Kendrick, give me a bar that
why do you keep doing this?
Because you're campaigning for
on the spot. Because Kendrick has great albums.
Right.
I just told you his entire story on great albums.
I just need to prove. Give me something. You campaigning for him. Use PR right now.
If I'm his PR, then I'm gonna go to Google.
Google it then.
All right, then.
What is his best album?
I'm not his best album.
What is his best lyric?
I'm gonna go to his best lyrics.
Let me see what he's talking about. I'm with you, Dion. Not an anti-fan, just what? Thank you, big sis. You called Kendrick a wild thumbberry.
A wild thornberry.
For 20 minutes. Mario said, "Fight." Mario's yelling at each other. Actually, okay. Jamoya, what up, girl? I love CeeLo as just listening to the whole Gnarls Barkley album the other day. The whole, that's a lot.
It's a really good album.
That make me crazy. There's another song here I like of his with Melanie Fiona.
Ooh, this is bars right here, bro.
Give me the bar, yo.
This is from To Pimp a Butterfly. From Compton to Congress, set tripping all around. Ain't nothing new but a flu of new demo crips and rebloodlikins. Red state versus a blue state. Which one you govern in? They give us guns and drugs and call us thugs. Make it they promise to fuck with you. No condom, they fuck with you. Obama say what it do. Bars, bro.
Yes, hear me out. And I'm not being silly. What does that mean? Help me out with that. I know he's doing an analogy of
from Compton to Congress. This is when they all went to the White House.
Who?
Kendrick. From Compton to Congress.
So he's saying he went from Compton to Congress. Okay.
He went to the White House. He met Obama, all that good stuff, right? He set tripping all around. Here's the lines to set up, right?
What do you mean set tripping?
Set tripping. We know what set tripping is, right?
I know I've heard it. It's like, why you set tripping? I don't know what that means. I sound very ignorant.
I feel like these are basic. I knew
he's gonna find a way.
No. We're talking about. It's not like a term like most people like. I don't know what set tripping is. It's when if me and you are both bloods and we start fighting, we're set tripping. We're set tripping on the same.
We're both bloods.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If we're both bloods, why you set tripping? As in, like, why aren't you representing?
Why are you beefing with me? They're set tripping. It's when cats on the same side.
I've heard it, but I never understood what it meant.
Okay, so ain't nothing new but a flu of new demo crips, right? Set. And rebloodlikins set, right? Separate sets, right? Which is Democrat, Republicans. Okay, here's your double entendre, right? Okay. With a but a flu, which is a sickness, okay?
A butterflu?
Nothing but a flu, right?
What that mean?
A flu, like the flu. The flu's a plague. The flu's a, right?
Nothing but a flu.
Of new Democrats and rebloodlikins. Red state versus a blue state, Crips and Bloods, Democrats, Republicans, red and blue, right? You with me? Which one you governing, right? You still with me here?
No, what is he saying? He's like, what set are you representing? What is he saying? I'm not being silly. He said, listen, I'm not, don't try to find a punchline. Stay with me. I'm really trying to support this. Is he saying I went to Congress and I see that hey, man, they're Bloods and Crips here too.
It's the same thing.
Right.
But
what is he saying?
These cats are beefing. They're set tripping on each other. We set tripping the hood. These are the same things we've been going through. Nothing's changing. There's a lot of stuff he's saying.
But why? But you said the same set. This is set tripping. We're Bloods. So how are they set tripping, but they still talking about Bloods and Crips?
Well, if we're all in politics, right? But there are Democrats who beef with other Democrats.
Democrats, okay.
And there's Republicans who beef with other Republicans.
Okay.
There's a bunch of Republicans who hate Trump.
Right.
There was Democrats who hate Obama.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we still love him. Right?
Okay.
They give us guns and drugs and call us thugs. We know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Government.
They promise to fuck with you. No condom. They fuck with you. Obama say, what it do?
They give us guns and drugs. They fuck with us.
With no condom. Which you love saying.
With no condom.
Very lax saying.
And then Obama say, but what's up, man? Hey.
What it do?
What does that mean?
What it do mean?
Hey, as in like, hey, I see you. What up? That's what it do mean, right? I see what's happening in the hood. What's up?
I feel like this isn't hard to figure. Am I tripping? Let me see. Okay, I don't think this was hard to follow. It's mine though. I love CeeLo. Just okay. Hold on. Talk about something else, y'all. This is frustrating me. Fool for You by CeeLo was good. What's up, Spice? They're not even trying.
No, man. As I said, if you might break it down to me, I appreciate it.
They both are gangsters and they jump from one gang to another. He gets given the analogy of Dems and Republicans being gangs, beefing over territory, etc. They all got it pretty fast. Oh no, this might be a lack thing, man.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
The Republicans beefing Republicans or Democrats beefing Democrats is hard to follow. No, we're kind of on you now.
It's not hard to follow, but it's very artsy. It's very artsy.
I don't think that's been an artsy line like that. I go like this is regular, but this years of not listening to Nas. You know what I mean? Nas is a precursor for.
And I wasn't raised in the hood, man.
Neither was I.
I don't know a lot of hood slang terms, man. I'm sorry.
You know, set tripping. This is a.
I promise you, I've heard of it, but I never had to imply it. I never had to be like, I said it. And I never been around somebody that said it. I never had to say, hey man, why you set tripping? I've never said it. And I never seen it in the movie. And I never seen somebody in my surroundings that said, this nigga was set tripping. I've never had to use it. Have you ever had to use gerrymandering? You know what that means?
Is it like jerry rigging?
No.
I don't know.
Exactly.
What is gerrymandering?
Gerrymandering is how they pretty much separated with the redlining of
redlining.
Yeah.
It's gerrymandering.
But it's like the politic people kind of like.
I never heard the word before, but you heard set tripping. If I heard gerrymandering, I go look it up.
And that's why.
Yeah, I don't like Kendrick because I have to look up stuff. Hey, Google. Oh my God, this is so much work. Sorry, Google, for talking to you. My bad, man. You're like one of those kids when he was back in the day. He's like, how do you spell? Go look it up. He's like, let's forget it. Mm-hmm. I ain't about to go look this up. I'm sorry, Google. Don't try to make yourself feel better by calling us ghetto. The like school, dislike school when you had to read Shakespeare and then put it in your own words.
Gosh, yo, this girl right here is killing.
Jamoya.
Jamoya.
Jam.
That is a bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's how. Listen, I know Shakespeare is saying some shit right now. Here we go. I'm gonna do a Shakespeare line.
Okay.
I have a Shakespeare speech. Okay. You tell me what's happening. All right.
I don't know any Shakespeare, so hit me.
Right, okay. But it's English.
Okay, cool. I don't know any, but so hit me. We'll see the.
Shall I believe that the unstantual death is a morse, or that the lean abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour? For fear of that, I still will remain with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain with worms that are thy chambers maids, and shake the yoke of inspicious stars from this world of flesh.
I've heard Deion say regular words, right? Just regular flubs. The way you hit these, I go like, you don't have a problem speaking. What happened?
Because I had to memorize that.
But not a single. You said some tough words right there. Not a single flub.
I had to remember.
But you hit Deion with receptacle.
Why?
I can't wait to show the clip of you ripping this Shakespeare off. I wish I could go back to all the simple words you mess up on. and then do a whole one of like Deion ripping this Shakespeare. I say no. I was waiting for. I said Dion is nailing this. I ain't never heard Dion nail something so crisp.
You ever seen somebody
Ever.
who stutters sing? He was, hey man, why did you stutter during the singing? Because they already had practice.
Dion was out here like he was just like you did it, you did it.
Fuck you.
That's like seeing somebody you like, nigga, I never knew you could do that. Why you
I had to.
Oh, I never showed you I could do that. No,
Yeah.
nigga, you never showed us you could do that.
Yeah. Anywho, I said what I said.
I don't even know what you said.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I listened to Kendrick. I was like, "Ooh, I'm certain it sounds dope." I know it sounds dope, man. Because you can do double entendres with phrases and like, oh, that's like that sounds dope. But I was like, let me do the research of what he said because I'm very ignorant to a lot of slang, a lot of I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
I promise you, I'm not even being silly. I've heard set tripping, but I never knew what that meant. I heard why you set tripping.
It was just the Kendrick's not digestible that I go like, that's not true. That's not true.
We're gonna get out for this subject, man. Let it happen. That's why my clip online right now is killing because my opinion matters. Okay.
Which clip?
About life.
Your opinion does matter. It was a great take. It wasn't my only problem with that, which I don't disagree with your take on life being a sad movie. Mm-hmm. My only thing was calling the middle part sketches. The rest of me was like, it's just nothing in the middle. And then back then I was like,
can you not do the mockery voice though?
The what?
The mockery voice. And
I don't think I did that right now. I don't think I did that. I don't appreciate the mockery. I don't think I did the mockery voice. I think I did a really good Dion impression. I think I did a really good, respectable Lack impression.
Here we go. Describe sketches. What is sketches?
A sketch is a 2 to 3 minute thing where there'll be different scenarios, but sketches also have different people, different crews, different storylines. That's not what we saw.
Here we go. I'm about to throw out all the sketches of life. Okay. Sketch about. Does anybody know how to read? I do. Let me see. Here we go. Funny ass scene. Johnny died. Patrick died. Aunt Jordan? No, she's still alive. Oh no, she did. Right? These are funny sketches.
That doesn't relate to the scene to you? That doesn't relate to the movie to you?
How did it push the story forward?
Wait a second. You know why it's important?
Nigga, I know.
Wait. You know why it's important to the story?
Because people don't in jail know how to read.
No. It has nothing to do with him learning to read. While he's in jail, he's watching everybody that he's ever loved, everybody he's ever knew die. And so he's reading this story. Sure, it's a funny scene when they're talking about it, but he's also like, dang, I wasn't there for this. There's deeper stuff than then what's just funny. That's a big moment right there. Forget the not reading part. There's a whole deeper thing of like, dang, dog, my entire life, family, people I love and grew up with are in here while I'm riding away here. That's deep. That's a big emotional point.
This is comedy.
That's fine. They did both really well. I don't see why you can't see. They did both.
Yeah, but this is your favorite comedy though.
Wait, I didn't say it was my favorite comedy.
This is your favorite comedy.
What are you talking about?
This is your perfect movie, right?
It's a perfect movie. That's why.
Movie. People in your life is dying,
and they found the comedy in it, Dion. They did it. That's an amazing job. That's great storytelling. They did that, and they made it comical, and it's deep, and it definitely shows you what the character is going through. They did a great job. The dichotomy is crazy.
I can take out all these sketches and put them online, and they work as is.
It's creastable. You know story. You know that's an important story part. You know that means a lot to the character. That's a lot.
It has nothing to do with the movie, though.
Yes, it does. Because the whole movie's of being in jail in life. Look at things that pass you by while we're sitting in jail. Everything is going. That is deep. That is important. That is important. That's so important to that character. To just be like, who else died? This person died. Oh, yes. And they did it with comedy. They did a great job.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
It's not a sketch.
Listen, it's a sketch. Listen, hear me out before you rebuttal. Because people don't like to
Jesus Cristobal, man.
Look, if I take that out and I put it online with somebody who have never seen life, it's not like they're going to be confused. Like, what scene is this from? What movie is this from? This can work as is. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
No.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean it's not has anything to do with the story.
Sketch.
No,
it has
not.
a beginning and a middle and the end.
It has everything to do with the story of life
it doesn't
in prison. This is the story. Is it sad? Sure. Is it funny? Yes, they did both.
But we're talking about sketches.
They're not talking about sketches. We're talking about a movie.
I said, let's
with
describe
story.
sketches.
Yes. That you're talking about something that you go like, oh, this is a sketch. I'm like, this relates to the whole movie.
Okay.
It does. It relates to the movie.
So here's the thing. If I replaced Eddie Murphy with the White Warden.
What does this got to do with anything?
It did not.
Why are you
changing
the
story?
What are you talking about?
Eddie Murphy didn't have to be in that scene.
What does that got to do with the actual what's happening in that scene? It didn't
push the story forward. It was what I'm saying. There's just a bunch of funny scenes, a bunch of sketches. You could replace Eddie Murphy with the white dude, and he would have still been reading the lines to the dude.
Black.
Well, listen. This before you rebuttal. Hear me. Listen to me, because you're excited to rebuttal.
Okay, let me listen again.
If I took Eddie Murphy out, reading the letters, and replaced it with the guy, the warden dude, reading the scenes to him, same punchlines and everything, the story was still been a sketch. We did not need Eddie Murphy in that moment. What I'm saying is like that scene, yes, it's powerful. Yes, it meant something because their life is passing by. Eddie Murphy had nothing to do with that scene. Just because he the only one that can read. The white dude can read. We could replace him with that and put it in there. It still would have been the scene. It would still been the sketch. It did not push the story forward.
Do you not think reading that letter would make you want to escape more so you don't miss everything that's happening? If I'm reading this story about somebody who's been in jail already for a long time, right? I'm reading this letter and I go, this person's passed, this person's passed. I got to get out of here because this is what's waiting for me. Is to watch everybody die while I'm sitting here. Eddie Murphy continued to get out of here. That is motivation in the story. This is why he kept on going, trying to get out. He kept having reasons and reasons to keep trying to escape throughout, which Martin's character did not. He gives up. There's a difference. This pushes story. It's not something that doesn't push the story. This is all motivation.
You know what it helped?
What?
Right after that, he had said, I got to get the hell out of here. Because He's
been trying.
If he verbalized that, like, whew,
why does he need to verbalize something he's been doing?
Because he just made it seem like, is anybody else want to read something? No, which is funny. But if he was like to himself, like, shit, I can't let my life go.
He's been doing that the entire movie since they got there.
Scandalous, though.
What do you mean? What else do you need to see with him flying a plane, trying to escape, him trying to get out of here? You've been watching the whole thing. The moment they get in, he's been trying to get out. He keeps going in the hole, What else do you need to see? He's like, oh, you need to verbalize it. Why does he need to verbalize it if you get out when he's trying every 6 seconds? I so disagree with you. I disagree. I mean, I agree with you on the part that, is it drama? For sure. Is it sad in some points? For sure. They did it so good.
So this is the last one.
Okay.
You want to eat your cornbread?
We talked about this one already.
Okay. Let's do. No, I got you. Okay. I got you. Let's go with.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Toes in the bottles.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Go for it.
You like a layered movie, right? There's a lot of layers in life. Yes, it's about Martin and Eddie. It's about everybody who's doing life. They did a great job of showing all these different stories, all these facets, how people come and how they're here, what they're going through, aspirations. Some people lose hope. They did a great job of telling the story of life in prison. I really don't know what you keep looking for outside of here's a great story about these two guys who get a bad rap for sure. This is a reality for Black Americans, right? It's super reality. Still happens, right? Here's a reality for Black Americans. At the same time, they go, here's how we still find the funny. We still find our good times in these moments. And here's still a reality of what people are going through. Yes, this is sad, but we're going to bring the humor to it, shine light on something that's bad. They did a great job of showing this is what Black people have dealt with for a long time, and we addressed it with humor. I'm like, this is a great thing. I don't think any of those things are sketches. I think you haven't read deep enough into some of those scenes and go like, dude, these scenes are major. These mean a lot into this story that they made.
Yeah.
I don't think you don't like their story.
No. So when people say it's a perfect movie, that's the issue, especially you. I would have much rather had the same scenes. This would have been a heist to get out, right? Like I don't want heist, but breakout. And every scene was connected to get out. That's what I would have appreciated. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I wanted. Like when you seen the letter, what if this letter was the paper that they used to make a like that? Like
I don't think you need that.
Gosh, dude. That's what I'm saying. I would have wanted. Yes, have the same damn sketches. All right. But every single scene would have built towards something.
Why can't you call them scenes instead of sketches? The sketches is so disrespectful.
Because it's they're sketches because it's not like, so here's another sketch. Here we go. 40-year version. The Kevin Hart and Romeo scene. Romeo. That's a sketch. That's a scene, but it's technically a sketch. People who have never seen that movie can just watch that part and totally fine seeing the beginning, middle, and end. They don't need the entire movie. So a scene that can work by itself is a sketch. You don't need the whole entire setup or the end of it.
I can agree with you more on that one than the other ones. The other ones have points to them because they matter in the story. They matter to the characters. Those scenes matter to the characters. I don't know what scene that has to do with Romani Malco outside of being friends with Steve Carell's character. I can agree with you that
it didn't build the story at all.
But I don't agree with you with life. I go
because you're more attached to that movie.
Because these actually matter to the characters. There's just a real life that they're living, and this is their reality in this prison. So I go like, these are deep moments. These are moments that motivate somebody else. If I'm watching somebody who's reading his whole family be killed off and they can't do anything about it, I'm like, I don't fucking be here. I gotta get out of here for sure. But we're already seeing that with Eddie. I don't think that's the same thing.
I need you. Listen, we're done.
I'm listening.
We're done with this. This is a comedy.
I'm listening.
All right. I need you in an elevator pitch. Tell me what life is about.
We did this already. I
need you to tell me.
We did this.
Yo, you got to see my movie Life, yo. It's about these two people.
We did this
nigga.
already.
Tell me how funny it is.
We did it. They did it though, Lack. They did it. And they did it well. Sketches. This guy. Don't go see a Lack movie. Although you should. Okay, let me see. I took my glasses off in frustration here. Let me put my specs back on. Talking to this Neanderthal over here. He knows all the Shakespeare shit, but can't tell you the story points in life. This guy. People forget Lack's an actor. Yeah, Lack is super talented. This is also why I hate Dion, because he's so talented. Then he says stuff like this. Come through, Romeo and Juliet. Was that where that was from?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make yourself feel better about Promise Girl. This is like school. Okay, hold on. Chaz, including the outro that he should have. Oh, that was for the Dion. Oh, we're definitely putting the soliloquy going up on the clip.
But you had no idea what I was saying, though. That's how I listened to Kendrick.
They also spoke differently back then. I don't know what that means.
I guarantee if I tell you each word, you know what it means.
Okay. There was one word I never heard. Unsustained or something. I don't know what you just said. I don't know this word. But it is not hard, though, Dion. You have closed your mind to Kendrick and decided to become old. Exclamation.
I receive it.
This is and you were on Jam's team. This is why the movie was so sad, not helping the case, Chaz. Yes, Chaz. Confliction in the chat. If Black listened, he'd see it helps his depressing story take on the movie. Facepalm. I don't know what's the facepalm. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Great point, Chaz. I agree, Chaz. Disrespectful. Dion is not going to agree no matter what.
I'm not. And I mean, after a while, I was like, we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
I don't think we have to agree to disagree. We just disagree.
Yeah. we're gonna have to agree to disagree that it's just gonna be a
No,
disagree.
we're just disagreeing.
We're
not agreeing to disagree. We're just
We're
disagreeing.
gonna have to agree to disagree that we're just going to say.
Why is that a term? To agree to disagree. Why is that? Where did that term come from? I feel like I heard that like within the last 20 years or so.
Yeah.
Is that an old term? We agree to disagree.
Well, it makes sense.
We just disagree. What's the agreeing part come in?
Yeah, as in like let's stop talking about it. As in we disagree. So do we agree that we disagree? So hey, we disagree.
But we agree on it. We disagree.
If you keep talking, it's like we don't agree that we disagree. Like you're still talking, bro. Hey, I agree that we're not going to get by. This.
Can we not disagree respectfully? The people have to. If you don't say I agree to disagree, it's just like, oh, we got beef then.
I kind of feel like when you say I agree to disagree, it's like saying shut up. It's the most respectful way of saying, hey man, hey, we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Because
people, we agree to disagree. But no, we just disagree.
Yeah.
The heat is still on.
Yeah.
We're not about to shake hands.
Yeah. It sucks. It really sucks when boy, when you have a point and the other person has their point, and you can see it in their face of like, I got a nice rebuttal. like if I'm like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like this, you see a person like this.
If I do this, I'm about to cook. Hold on. Are you done?
I need to disagree with people. I don't say argue. I need to have discussions with people with my eyes closed, because people's faces makes me shift my
intensity.
Why? Yeah, because if we're talking, I'm like this, somebody like this, and it's like, do I?
It depends. It depends on what It depends on what we're talking about. If we're having a serious conversation and we're talking about like something you did to offend me, and someone rolls their eyes, problem.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like now I gotta pivot on how, and it's like, what's that about?
But if we're having a fun discussion, like this is a fun discussion, hip hop fun discussion,
right?
And you're like, oh, that, and I'm like, that adds to it, yeah. But if we're like, no, man, this is why you hurt my feelings. Oh, like, no, man, hey, man. That's when things get tense.
Yeah. I do this with Twiz. Twiz does not let her face hide when we're having these. It's like, I'm like, if me, because I be thinking real time. Obviously, everyone do, but I be trying to like unpack my thoughts of how to say certain things. Like, I kind of feel like we should do blah blah blah. And I'm like, because I'm thinking, and you see her face like,
and you're like, let me finish. But is she still listening?
Yes, but it feels something along the lines of like, I kind of feel like this is me freestyling a scenario. If I was like, I kind of feel like instead of like shaking hands, we should get to a place of like licking palms.
Okay.
And it's like,
this is a big leap.
I know. But listen. This
is too far of a leap.
Listen.
Okay.
Licking is like cause licking could be a acronym. You know what I'm saying? It could be, but I'm like, no. I know it sounds bad. Listen. I know.
It's my face.
I should have said learn, intelligent, calmly.
This is too long.
So I want to say licking palms, but I know it jacked me up because I was trying to say, it's like, I know. I'm sorry. Because I be trying to like, because when I'm thinking, this is how my mind. I'm trying to explain how my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
If you was like, what does war mean to you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I immediately think about the world.
Mm-hmm.
My brain, I'm like, I think of third act Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
but I'm in the scenario, and I was like, I'm running with a fucking axe in my hand. I just, hit the shin
Chopped
of
off somebody's head.
right. And you like, where is this at?
Yeah.
I forgot. I haven't explained it to you what time period we in. And it's like I just bit off a collarbone of an org. You be like, what? Oh yeah. Let me break it down. I had to remove my shoulder pads. So it's like, so when I'm trying to get to a scenario, I'm like, how can I quickly paint this picture so you're here with me?
Mm-hmm.
And my mind faster before I lose a person when I'm trying to describe.
And all the time we're all like,
right. Gosh, dude, and I cannot slow down when it comes to my brain of where am I at? Oh, I see a crusty wash rag over there that needs to be washing.
Let me tell you why I enjoy doing this show with you.
Go for it.
Because you're probably the only person I know who will give an unpopular opinion confidently and not waver, which is great. It's great. It's super. I always respect and appreciate it.
Yeah.
You don't fall when the public outcry happens. You don't go like, hey, it's me versus 1,000, but it's still me versus. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I respect it tremendously. For one, and I always feel like if we're on daddy issues or whatever else, I'm that person, right?
Yeah.
And so then we come here and I go like, hey, Dion's got more popular opinions than I have.
Now we're on the same page.
I said, we can do this. But it makes it's good when, you have somebody who's brave enough, somebody who is themselves enough, confident enough to say the unpopular opinion, especially when we do like, in the Black space.
Right.
It was one of those things. If you said, there's one thing about not knowing how to play spades, but if you was like, spades is whack,
right,
you're gonna catch hell,
and you got to explain why.
Right, and you got to explain why. And then no matter what you say, you could have great points.
Yeah.
And then people are gonna be like, no, man, this is what we do. For sure. Right.
And, no and when we was in DMs and I had said, you doing this, bro? You gotta be at my most vulnerable because I wasn't. Because in my head, I was like, I remember how I felt when I watched this movie. I remember as a child, like, oh my God, my two favorite comedians.
I want you to think about something. When I put that clip out, I try to make sure I gave you enough space to explain. I said one thing.
Yeah.
In the very end.
100%. But listen, stop right there.
Okay.
Hold that thought. I'm thinking real time. I've never worked this out. Of how I felt, because I know how for a long time, but I know how vulnerable people are when it comes to that. So I'm like in my head, like, let me kind of tread lightly because I know people are like, this is their favorite movie. So I'm like, let me kind of like, how can I?
We had a 17-minute combo. When I went through it was 17 minutes, and so I tried to take parts. That wasn't just the beginning.
Right.
This is the concise why I feel this way. Right. And I hope I did you justice.
You did good. It did good. It wasn't that bad
because it wasn't supposed to make Dion tripping.
Right.
It was supposed to be like, does Dion have a point? Yeah. Or is Dion?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
And people came.
Yeah.
I haven't checked the poll in a long time, but you're up in the poll. I agree with Dion. So I was like, you got out your point very well.
Yeah.
We agree on something different. We disagree on something different.
Right.
But for that, I go, you did a great job of explaining what your beef is with life. Yeah. And the take on life is it's a big one to take on.
It's like, man, I know people love this movie. And I was like, Martin and Eddie Murphy together. Yeah. This is about to be amazing.
It was though. It's a classic. Do we agree it's a classic?
We disagree.
Do we agree it's a classic?
Classic is crazy.
It's a classic movie.
I'd rather watch Boomerang.
Wait. Also a classic. But it's a lesser classic, I think, than Life in the masses. I think Life is a bigger movie than Boomerang. Although I wouldn't say that necessarily Life is a better movie than Boomerang. They're both great movies. They might both be perfect movies. As you said.
I went to go watch Boomerang again. That first act, It was.
I haven't seen this.
Oh my God, the structure is crazy.
I gotta go back. I haven't watched that movie since like the 90s or early 2000s, something like that.
The structure of the first act, I know y'all really don't care about acts and stuff. The third of the movie.
Why you just disrespect them?
Because they don't really care.
They might care.
They just enjoy the ride.
That is not true.
So for those who don't know, most movies can have three acts. And they usually are divided evenly when it comes to the number of pages in the script. Boomerang's first act is like 60 pages.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second act was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 20. And then the third act was like, yo.
I would like to see their script though, to see where
because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we haven't got introduced to Halle Berry yet. Because even the first scene,
mm-hmm.
like she's the movie.
Right.
We haven't got introduced to Halle Berry until like Martin's character
mm-hmm.
wasn't important. Funny wasn't important.
Okay.
I'd
have to go back and see.
David Allen Greer was important.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously that's how he met Halle Berry.
Mm-hmm.
But Martin, again, just get somebody to bounce some ideas off, jokes and stuff. He didn't even have the Gerard. Why didn't you tell me your dad had the blah blah blah? He wasn't even that character.
Okay, outside the story, it's important to have energy people in there,
mm-hmm.
right? Because you can ride a wave. There's sometimes they're just characters who come and cause chaos,
mm-hmm.
and they're just loud and they're big, and you go like, oh, we just might have needed a bump right here. You
mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Just to get us through. I don't think it lessens the movie. But I've seen that sometimes. I go like, it's character for the story wise,
right?
Wasn't necessary, but they were necessary for the movie.
I mean, because Martin didn't disagree with anything David Allen Greer said,
mm-hmm.
so their thoughts were the same.
Mm-hmm.
I can see if David Allen Greer and Martin had different ideas,
mm-hmm.
so that would be a good character development for Eddie Murphy. But they both had this like, you tripping, Eddie Murphy, you tripping. It was that. I was like, they could have combined these characters together. But I get it's a rebuttal thing, the
mm-hmm.
back and forth. Funny scenes,
mm-hmm.
you know. We are
sketches. This guy, damn disrespecting. I wonder who wrote Life.
White people.
Probably.
100%.
You think so?
100. I looked it up. I
For
said, even director.
Mm-hmm.
2 white guys wrote it and a white guy directed it.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
most movies are Soul Plane, white guy. Trip me out. I said, oh, Bad Boys, white guy.
Yeah.
Bad Boys is supposed to be for John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
Yeah. Totally different movie.
Yeah. You go like, but I wonder if life might have been something else, because even let's say Life was for some white people and it was probably really different.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just assume. I don't know the original script. But by the time Eddie Murphy got to it, they could have definitely changed it a lot. And that writer would still get full credit.
Right.
So I wonder if that was a thing, if it was supposed to be for somebody else, or did he write that specifically
mm-hmm.
for them? We'll never know unless we ask the dudes. Boomerang is written by a white guy. Because a lot of those times, those scripts are floating around.
Right.
And it's not, especially in the 80s and 90s,
right.
not a lot of black screenwriters.
Yeah.
You know, so you could have a lot of those scripts that are out that are like, we need a black guy here, or
mm-hmm.
One of the stars, Eddie Murphy. I mean, they'll take a movie like,
mm-hmm.
oh, let me get that script. I can do something with this. I heard Ride Along was out for a long time.
Wow.
Before Ice Cube grabbed it, and it was just
mm-hmm.
floating. So Sandler did it with 50 First Dates.
Wow. It was his script?
It was a romance. It was like supposed to be like a full romantic movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he got it. And I remember the writer said that they took their name off the writing credit because they were like, dude, what'd you do to our movie? We had a beautiful, sweet. They took that money though.
Yeah.
But they were like, we had a beautiful, sweet movie,
wow.
and you did this to it. They were like really offended what he did to their movie.
Mm-hmm.
So those things happen quite a bit. You know, you write a movie, you put it out there, you'll get the option. Is what happens.
Yeah.
A studio will say we'll have it for a year or two, and then but it happens so often. Like Elf went to different people.
Right.
Home Alone went to different people. Like that thing that happens.
Wow.
Because that's why I used to kind of get offended. Like, this is a white movie, and I go like, not necessarily, but kind of.
Right.
You know, you just don't get the other black people writers credit.
I want to know on the flip side, what bad script? No. What bad movie that everyone hates that could have been good if they had two different types of actors?
What bad movie?
Because obviously we knew Bad Boys was supposed to be for two white guys.
Imagine that with John Lovitz. It would have been awful.
It would have been awful. What I'm saying, what bad movie that people were talking about, like, this movie is trash.
That could have been good.
That could have been good if they had two different types of actors.
Like, there's so much potential here.
It's another unpopular opinion.
Okay.
Love Norbit.
Okay. People, I don't feel like it's that unpopular. A lot of people love Norbit.
Love Norbit.
Some people either love it or hate it.
It had some great scene pushing movies.
Oh, you dirty. You dirty.
I just say sketches.
Life in Norbit. You are hilarious.
Again.
That's the one that doesn't have sketches.
Again. I can't.
Oh, boy.
I can't say I prefer. Nigga, you don't clip this, nigga. I can't say I prefer Norbit over Life in these streets. But watching it, it had great scenarios. It's like a sitcom.
Norbit's funny.
Yeah.
Said Lack don't like Eddie Murphy. Trying to think about
somebody said
a movie that could have been better.
Well, as you think of that, I definitely want people to say I'm thinking about it in the technical big sisters, maybe is because you're looking at it technical. So I don't know if you guys ever seen any Tyler Perry movies, TV shows, I will say. Specifically, how about this? Medea. There was a scene, again, Tyler Perry has his own audience. I get it. There was a scene where they were revealing that, the girl was cheating on him. That's the scene of the movie. Your daughter's cheating on him, right? That's the punch of the movie.
Okay.
But instead of that, it was just like, I just want to come here and let you know that your daughter is cheating on you. But daughter cheated on me. What? No, we don't want no Cheetos.
Wait a second. My daughter's cheating on
I don't
me.
know.
Okay, this is not really from the movie.
It's not from the movie.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
But
start with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not. I don't know what it was, but my head was like, this scene is going long. So it was like your daughter is cheating. Let me create a real thing.
Okay.
Your daughter is cheating on her husband. Okay. Right? We're like, my daughter's cheating on me. And it's like an old guy, Medea, two other people. Daughter's cheating on him. What? No, no one want no Cheetos. Man, nobody, you fat ass girl, nobody Cheetos. And it was like, he's like, I'm vegan. You vegan? I'm a pescatarian. Like funny stuff. But this has nothing to do with the movie, and it will go on for a long time. Everybody got punchlines. Punchlines. Funny scene. Nothing to do with the movie.
Does it ever go back to the story?
And it's like, then it finally like, hey, I'm getting cheated on. And y'all been talking about Cheetos? Oh, shut up, man. Everybody gets cheated on. I've been cheated on. Your mama been cheated on. Your daddy been cheated on. I've been cheated on. And it's like, it's awkward because it's like, where is this going? And it was like, all right, you know what, guys? I'm wasting too much time. My life is in turmoil. My husband is cheating on me. I'm out of here. And it's like, see what you did? You talking about some daggone Cheetos and pescatarian and all this vegan and stuff. Your daughter's hurting like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
all right, let me ask you a question. You seen Dumb and Dumber?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the scene where he's peeing in his bottle? He's like peeing in the bottle. He fills up a bunch of pee bottles. The cop pulls him over.
Right.
The cop drinks it.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, you guys get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a scene where I go like, this doesn't necessarily push the story, push our story, but it's a part of the story.
Yeah.
Can you shoot that something else and it's a sketch? I go like, sure.
Yeah.
But yet it's a part of their journey.
It's part of the road trip.
It's part of the road trip.
Right.
Right. Okay. Same thing with the Medea thing. I go like, this is the family dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
So I go like, far as family dynamic, it's important to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, far as the story for this, is this continue to our story point?
Right.
I go like, probably not. Does it push our story forward? No, but does it set you up of this is what this person goes to? This is what this person. I go like, those things to me, even if they don't necessarily push our story, and Tyler has a universe, right? like
yeah,
we see Medea, we see these characters, they come
Right.
back, we go like, we know what these people are gonna do.
right.
So that's important to me. That scene in Dumb and Dumber, I go like, can you shoot that whole movie without that?
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Is it important to the actual movie, not
Yeah.
the story? And I
Yeah.
go like, that's important
Right,
to the actual movie.
right.
Because I go like, did they learn anything? No. Did it get them closer? No. Did it hinder them? But it is
Yeah.
a road trip movie. You're gonna have
Right.
the most random,
Yeah. You can
wild
road
thing.
trip is easy work for sketches
Mhm.
because it's like we gotta get there,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be a bunch of silly stuff.
And here's the things that happen.
Right,
along the way.
right. And it is movie's called Dumb and Dumber. Everything's gonna be dumb. It's gonna be silly. The scene is funny
I love
because
that movie so much.
the scene is the movie is funny is because he said, what did he say? I got to drain the main vein. And then he was like, just use a bottle. And then he said, hold this.
Okay, what are you, a camel? Even him he just shaking it up on him. You're like, oh.
So it's silly. Give me the drink, you pumpkin pie.
From the
haircut,
very
freak.
beginning of that movie, I go like, it's great immediately, bro. I love it.
If you describe that movie, it's very quick. 2 sentences.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a baggage handler, where he's a chauffeur who leaves the bag and drives across the country.
That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about, Dion. It's about a guy who instantly falls in love at first sight, right? Him and his best friend are down on their luck, down on money, right? They get wrapped up in a whole mafia thing unknowingly while he's trying to go return this suitcase back to the love of his life.
There it is.
That's the movie.
That's the movie. My bad.
That's the
You're much better.
That's what the movie's about.
That's 100%.
He falls in love immediately, and he's like, Aspen.
agree.
Then he sells his down on luck friend this dream of Aspen. We can start fresh. And really, and then the betrayal happens in the movie when his best friend starts hitting with the girl that he liked.
I agree.
Damn.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah.
And then it's like they made the dumbest movie out of that, which is great.
Sadly,
Mm-hmm.
just like Anchorman,
Mm-hmm.
people get so attached to the first one,
Mm-hmm.
they don't never get the second one a chance.
2 was bad, bro.
Um,
Did you like 2? Here's the real popular opinion. Did you like Anchorman?
I don't. Anchorman 2.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible? No. These are heavyweights.
I'll give you unpopular opinion. I never liked the first Anchorman.
Oh,
I always thought it was a dumb. You talk about something with a bunch of sketches.
yeah, for sure.
I
can
always
agree with
thought Anchorman was dumb.
give me your synopsis about the movie.
You know what? I've only watched it once. And I can't even tell you if dude even got fired. I think it's an Anchorman who gets fired.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't really tell you more than him trying to like start somewhere else or get his old job back. I really can't tell you much about that actual story of the movie.
He was just a very pompous Anchorman, and he
pissed off the wrong person.
Well, this was the time where women was giving like jobs and rights.
This is in the 70s.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about rights or whatever, but I just remember this is like, hey man, this has never happened. What is this? He's very misogynistic. And he was like, what's this woman here? And it was like a competition thing of, have always been this, and they sabotaged him by giving
the prompter.
Right.
He gets fired.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the movie's about from there. I was like,
it's funny.
Did he ever start? I just remember things
happening.
And I can't even tell you that I remember something that's like
a bunch of funny scenes, dude.
I can't even tell you something that I was like, yo, this scene was killing me. All I remember is him kicking his dog off the bridge and Lamp.
Afternoon delight.
Yeah, like
you gotta try this new.
But I remember watching it again later, like, let me get this another chance. And I remember being like, oh no, still don't like this one.
Gosh, dude, I really wish I could break down why things are so attached and funny to us.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how like when you're a kid, you're like, man, this movie is great.
Mm-hmm.
Drop Dead Fred. Mm-hmm. Remember that movie?
Three Ninjas.
Loved
it as a kid.
Right. But then you watch it again, it's like, man,
terrible.
You like because if you watch it as an adult, you remind yourself of how bad of a movie it is. But if you haven't watched it as an adult, you're still attached to that feeling.
what is different, right? When you're a kid, everything's new, everything's magic,
Right.
everything's believable. You get older, acting looks great when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You don't know any bad actors
Right.
when you're a kid.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You get older, you're like,
yeah,
sucks.
Right. But again, you don't have that reminder as an adult.
Right.
So if you remember the movie Krull, Krull, it was like a little star thing that had an eye and it excuse me. It's a movie called Krull.
Okay.
I think it's called Krull. Krull. I remember I used to love this freaking movie.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't tell me nothing about this movie. I seen it as an adult. I said, what the hell is this movie?
Yeah.
I can't believe I watched this every single time it was on TV.
And you're like, I like this dumb movie.
Gods Must Be Crazy. Remember that movie?
Mm-mm.
Gosh, dude. These movies I used to watch all the time. What am I watching?
You know what movie I know is bad, but I still liked it as an adult?
What?
Surf Ninjas.
Of course.
I watched that as a kid and loved it. I watched it as an
what?
adult. I said, you know what? Still love it.
I can't say of course because I only remember as a kid.
Yeah.
So I still attached to, oh, that's classic.
I
That's
watched
classic.
it as an adult and I was like, I'm still a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But Three Ninjas?
Yeah. Ah, Rocky
movie.
loves
Oh
Emily.
boy, it was bad.
Rocky loves Emily. I remember all the other ones.
It was terrible, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought I had like a
Are you wearing a wire?
right. No, I feel like I had like a live one.
Let's wrap up.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, let's get up out of here, man.
Some good conversations
Some
today.
good conversations, man.
Lack hates Kendrick Lamar.
Love.
Lack
man.
hates Kendrick. He hates Eddie Murphy. What? But you love Norbit.
Come on, man. You were putting a lot of. Yes, I enjoy Norbit.
You love Norbit.
I enjoy Norbit.
You think Norbit's better than Boomerang in life?
Enjoy Norbit.
That's the clip right there. I'm gonna start doing the AI to your voice. Why are you wearing a wire? Working for the feds? Oh yeah, guys, it's crazy. Opening scene will never work now. I gotta see this movie.
Yeah,
I don't
have you seen
remember
it? Have you heard of it? It's a mockumentary.
This is what I'm talking about. Dion hit Shakespeare perfect.
Mockumentary.
Perfect. You hit Shakespeare so perfect. And then there was another word you flubbed on really easy earlier. I let that slide because I'm not a big guy in the flubbing. But the fact that you hit Shakespeare, mwah,
because I'm
magnifique.
freestyling. When you're talking, you're freestyling.
Yeah, but
I know the lyrics of what I'm about to say.
But it's
The
about
lines.
alliteration, enunciation,
Mhm.
the words we pronounce.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
The fact, no, because it wasn't just like you had one line of the Shakespeare you hit.
Mhm.
You hit the whole chunk.
Yeah.
And you could have kept going.
I had to go on stage and do this.
I'm just saying, though, it was, it's not like you did it recently, right?
Yeah, but it's Shakespeare though. You got to kind of flex with that a little bit.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I haven't done it in a while. I did it in 20 years.
People talk about Shakespeare. I haven't been impressed by a single Shakespeare thing.
Now you understand.
I get more impressed by the fact that people know the thing. Like, how do you remember this shit?
The fact that he was the only person talking like this is crazy. It wasn't like a whole little community.
Right.
He said, I got it from here. I can use these words as poetry.
He was the E40 of his time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Shall I believe?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is how perfect this line is. So the Shakespeare line is, shall I believe that the unstantial of death is a morse?
That's the word. Unstantial?
Unstantial.
Of what?
Substantial. Substantial.
Are you guessing?
I don't know. Substantial. Somebody look it up. Now you got to question myself.
Substantial? I don't know what it means. I don't think I know this word. Substantial. Uh-huh.
Okay, Google. What does substantial mean?
Here's the definition of substantial, of considerable importance, size, or word.
Substantial. Substantial.
Unsubstantial. Unsubstantial?
Unsubstantial. What does that mean?
Oh. I would make it unimportant, right?
Unsubstantial.
If it's unsubstantial, is it like not important?
Substantial.
Right? Unsubstantial.
Unsubstantial.
Okay. So what was the first line?
Shall I believe that the unsubstantial death is a morse?
Should I believe that the substantial death is a morse?
Yeah.
a Morse code,
or that the
Morse soul.
lean abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour.
or the abort. I don't know what a
Or
paramour
the lean
is.
abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour.
Not abort. Okay. So should I believe that the abortion is not paramour? Paranormal? Ghost? Baby ghost.
If you know what it is, this is when in Romeo and Juliet, this is where Romeo is seeing and finding Juliet dead with the poison. And he's looking like, shall I believe that this unsubstantial death is a morse?
What the fuck does a morse
As
mean?
in real or irreversible, reversible?
Okay.
Or that this lean abort monster keeps me here to be its parable? As in like, or that this terrible life wants me to be here to be its lover?
Okay. Is this how you hear Kendrick? Because then I get it.
Thank you.
This is what you hear when he raps.
Here you go. Oh dear Juliet, why art thou so far?
Fair.
I believe that the unsubstantial death is a morse, and that the lean abort monster keeps me here to be.
What does it mean? What is a paramour? Paranormal? A paramour?
Thank you.
What's amorous mean? What does that mean?
The fact that I'm still leaving stuff out is hilarious.
What?
I didn't know that was keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour. I skipped over that part. So I definitely, I don't know if I'm getting old and parts kind of slipping away.
No, man, that shit's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. I never thought Romeo and Juliet was a great, phenomenal thing. I was always like,
I'm going to replace that with Kendrick Lamar right there.
I never thought Kendrick Lamar was a great, phenomenal thing.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's get out of here, man. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Nom, 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 nom.
I would just I was like, damn, I am tripping. Go for it.
It's not even like we've been gone for
no, man. Last week.
Man. Amorous means romantic. Okay, so shall I believe that this substantial, unimportant? Doesn't that, if it's unsubstantial, doesn't mean it's not important? Death, that's not true though. This death is romantic, and that the lean abhorrent monster. This shit is stupid. People love this shit and it's dumb. That's fucking stupid. All that right there is dumb. He ain't saying shit.
When did this come out? 1700s, right?
Just break it. I don't know the words. What do you mean just break it down? I just tried. Why art thou so fair? What are we talking? Fair skin?
For fear of that.
What are we talking? What does he mean by fair? Why are you so cool? She's dead. So what do you mean? Why are you so fair skinned now? She's been dead for a while. You know what I mean? So now she's probably pale because she ain't got no blood in her. What fair are we talking about? Is she pretty? Is he looking at her? Is he a necrophiliac? What are we talking about? And the word means hated. God damn.
Yeah.
And that the lean, hated monster keeps thee here. What does that mean? What is paramour supposed to be?
Lover.
Paramour?
Lover.
Oh my God. He wasn't saying shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying a goddamn thing. Good thing she died. Because if she had to hear him talk like this the rest of his fucking life. She didn't.
She had like a temporary poison that was gonna keep her dead for like a day or something.
Well, why didn't she tell him?
Because that was the whole, like, I need you to react. She's like, if I take this poison that's gonna kill me for a day, I need for him to react as if I'm gone. So he was like, no, she's dead, she's dead. And then she, I don't know, something like along the lines of, she knew that he was going to find him. By the time he got there, he would be alive. So he saw the poison. He was like, here will I remain with words that are thy chambermaids and shake the yoke of auspicious stars. Arm.
Who is he talking to?
Himself.
Okay.
Eyes. Take your last look. Arms. take your last embrace and lips, oh you. The doors of breath sealed with an unrighteous kiss.
Okay, so there's a fake poison, and then he drinks the real poison.
I don't know. Yes, I forgot.
So she was like, I'm gonna take this fake
was-
one, but I'm gonna
yeah.
leave this real one
And then
right here.
And then when he died, she woke up, and he's like, He's like, what? He's like, why are you alive?
So she watched him die.
But the whole time she was talking, her hands was moving.
Huh?
Whole time he was like doing his little speech. She's like coming to. And he was like,
Get off me real quick.
no. She's like this, but her hands was like coming to. But he's like, eyes, look your last.
Dramatic.
Arms.
The drama.
Mhm.
Weren't they like teenagers?
Yeah. Bloods and Crips.
Stupid.
Pretty much. Because she was a part of like, you know.
Right. The other side of they couldn't be together. Oh boy. You never had to read them in school? No. Absolutely not. Of substantial lacking strength or solidity, flimsy, isn't it ironic? What? Don't you think? No. I don't think.
So let me go.
You know, someone they don't teach who what? The teacher who was great was Moliere. Oh, is that the French black Haitian dude? Not even guessing.
Can't tell you a side.
You tell me what?
I learned this monologue in like high school.
Mm-hmm.
When I was going heavy into like acting.
Mm-hmm.
This was a monologue for the Shakespeare like group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had said, you know, just know that we need, you know, trained Shakespearean, you know, actors. We have like a 6-month run that's gonna be at this little playhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and we need you to have a monologue ready to go. And I'm like, okay, cool, I got one. So I came up there and I did that monologue,
Mm-hmm.
and then I thought that I had it,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "You about 65% correct."
And the actual monologue?
Yeah,
Words?
but she watched it the whole time.
65 is so low.
No, I know, cause like I like reading it now when somebody posted it. It was like I ain't say dark. I was saying I was saying the whole time I said keeps me here to be its paramour. Like, it's actually keep thee here in the dark to be its paramour.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's like now I'm not actually going back and reading. I was like, oh, there was a lot of lines I kept out, and then she was
none of it helped me. So same thing to me.
Right. So by me doing it, she was like, "You have a lot of work to do." So we're gonna.
Thanks for the critique. Okay.
I just remember her face. I thought I was like, "You don't know, I am a trained Shakespearean."
She was like,
"Yeah." I just remember the face. I was like, "Cause she was like, you didn't think a black person knew Shakespeare, did you?" She said. I was like, "What do you think?" She's like, it's about 65%.
Forget the words. How was my acting? Did you say anything about the acting?
We can get to that. Yeah.
How was about the acting?
Yeah, I was crying. Yes, and then I didn't know what was after the drink. So I just created. I was like, "This shall not be the life."
Oh, you were.
Because I was like, "What's after this?"
Oh, no wonder she started judging. She's that's not even in the same.
I was going to give you 100, but that last part was just.
Let me be honest. I forgot the last part. I clearly, sir. But besides that, how is it? Good. You got some other roles you want to suggest me?
Yeah, I can be a plumber.
I love Midsummer Night Dream. What is that? Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's a Shakespeare thing. Oh. I wonder why hasn't there been any cheap replicas of Shakespeare? As in, somebody was like, I can do it.
What do you mean?
As in, like, let me pick back up and do what Shakespeare did. Let me do the same talk. And his name. What?
I don't hear that shit.
I mean, it's still art, man.
I didn't get through one sentence. Not one sentence.
The fact that
even when we broke down the words, I still don't know what any of that means.
But the fact that you understand what I'm saying now. These are as
far as what?
As far as Kendrick. But the fact if
that's how you hear Kendrick, then I can understand your frustration.
We're talking about music too versus scenes. Like I'm listening to it versus I can watch it as well. So I can kind of get a context of what they're saying. If I'm like, shall I believe that? I'm like, oh, they arguing.
This legit doesn't make sense. Dear Juliet, why art thou so fair? I don't know what that means. What way are we using fair?
Mm-hmm.
Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amoris? Right?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his parent. I didn't understand not one thing. I understood, dear Juliet, why art thou? I understood, I believe that. Keep thee here in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, to be his.
Mm-hmm.
I knew 9 words
of
that entire thing and don't understand a lick of what that's supposed to mean.
Also, it's not that far from Bible, like scripture.
Verily I say unto you.
Right.
I didn't know what that shit meant either. It was where's the dumb Bible for dummies?
You gotta break it down.
Once you got the new translation, I was like, oh, is this what they were trying to say?
Message,
is there a new translation of Shakespeare?
Yeah. Sure, that's a good idea. Because there are the message when it comes to the Bible. They're very clean and cut. But it's also you might lose the interpretation, might lose the actual meaning because they're trying to be so specific.
I remember trying to ask, what does that actually mean? Well, you see, it's like this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
This King James version is very hard to understand.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying.
I want to go to the origin
of,
as in, what was before King James? What was before? Because they
like the original text.
Yeah.
Hebrew, the Old Testament.
I'm talking less go like
the original text. That's still around. I think it's pretty much the Torah. Also,
I don't want no versions. I want the origin.
I think the original text is Hebrew. And for the New Testament, I think the oldest is Greek, but that's because it was already taken over by Alexander. He came with the Romans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Romans are the ones who crucified Jesus, right? And then when they wrote his books, I guess the New Testament was written years after Jesus passed, right? Mm-hmm. And it was first translated to Greek. Because I guess that's who was the new takeover or whatever it was, right? Right? You don't even want to look up an English word. Which word?
Because you're talking about, I want
the Hebrew
original of the Bible.
Yeah,
because I'm sure I'm because obviously Greek and Hebrew, but if it's from the original Greek and Hebrew, he's like, can you just translate this to English? I don't want no versions after that.
Right. No, isn't the Torah the Old Testament?
I don't think so. I think the Torah. Which one is the first 5 with Jewish people? I don't know which one Jewish people listed the first 5.
Yeah, the Torah is I think the Torah is the first. Oh, the Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. Boom. Oh, I couldn't see. Boom. The little heart was in the way. I'm sorry, Spicy. Boom. The little heart like buttons in the way of. Yeah, the Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. So it's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Yeah. Well, why'd you say no?
Because you said Leviticus.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing them out. What I know.
Genesis, Exodus. You said Deuteronomy,
Psalms, Kings.
You forgot about Leviticus.
Who?
Ludicrous. Leviticus.
I said Leviticus.
How far can you go with the Bible?
Wait a second. I said Leviticus. You said I didn't say Leviticus.
Just rewind it back.
Wait a second.
You said Genesis, Exodus,
Leviticus,
Deuteronomy,
Leviticus.
You skipped over Ludicrous.
Why do you keep saying ludicrous? I said Leviticus.
All right.
Numbers,
Deuteronomy,
Kings, Psalms,
Joshua,
Proverbs. Those are all in there
Joshua.
somewhere. Okay, Joshua. They're all in there somewhere.
Judges.
Oh, Judges is in there.
Ruth.
Okay. Ruth
First
Bader
Samuel.
Ginsburg.
2 Samuel.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you. Let me hop in there. Hold on, man. 2 Samuel, because after Sam was Jam. Was where did David come in? We just passed David. Hold on. Judges, Kings. Okay, 2 Samuel. We go to first Lahaim. First Jacob. Jacob 1.
Nope.
Jacob 2. Chronicles 1 and 2. Yep. And then after Chronicles, we get into Kings.
Hell yeah.
LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now let's wrap up again. We wrapped up 20 minutes ago.
I don't
Did a
know why.
pump fake. Huh?
Troller just texted me a Morse. I don't know what is weird. It's a little weird.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Check, please. Hey, do you mind if I give him some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we're cooking up in this podcast. Typing XD is high key the live stream. It's mostly confidence conversations, except we tend to get darker than elbows and Wesley. We sort of pop out like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Mr. Chaz Rogers, Big Ready from Lansing. I'm Lacktoast ENT. I guess we paying for the bills, so give us another
Check, please. Why are you laughing?
Because Moyo is going off.
What she say?
Y'all stop! All out of order. No! Stop! I'm logging off. That's how I was reading it. That's how I was reading it. Oh, she is going off. No!
What you think I'm gonna do now? We just did 2 hours.
I think I started about 2 minutes before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, 2 hours.
All right. You guys hang around. I don't know if we can do another one yet. I got you bathroom. That I do know. But hang in here if you're in the live. If you're not, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Peace out.
All right. Oh yeah. I'm gonna break that episode 2. I'm gonna break that to 2 episodes.
Oh, good.
I was trying to stop an hour. I was like, this nigga's right here.
This nigga's what? Ow. I'll probably never sin again. No one forgive me. No one forgive me.
I'm irritated. Oh, get around no.
Why? You don't know the Bible verses?
Man, I know the books. I think you were really frustrating her, yo. I don't know if it's good or bad. No, we're not, man. Let me see if I remember. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 King, 2 King, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah. Is it Joshua? No. Nehemiah. Jeremiah. Then Psalms, Proverbs. This is why I started to fall off. Proverbs. And then there's the ones that a lot of the that don't get no love. Song of Solomon. And then Habakkuk. And then the Z's come in somewhere. Yeah. There we go. Man, that's crazy. I don't ever want to be called a minor prophet. What's worse, yo? The structure of the Bible, they put them in packs.
Put them in packs?
Yeah.
What you mean?
It's like there's the Torah first, and then it's, I don't know, they structure it and like, this is the Torah, this is the, like, some of the stories, I don't know what they call them, but then they call them minor prophets. Calling people monoprofit.
I remember Elijah and Elisha.
Elijah who?
Elijah.
Yes, that's not a book.
No, I know. No, he's a prophet.
Yeah.
I remember Elijah, Elisha. How do you say his name?
Why are you shooting so many far ahead?
Why not? You don't have to. You don't have to shoot them.
Yeah, I got work to do. Yeah. You already got 2 ahead.
No, we're good.
We already shot 2 hours. I mean,
she's looking more. So bye then. Here's my real question about the Bible. Okay. All right. After Revelations, because after the Old Testament, they waited till Jesus was black, and then there's more books.
You waited for Jesus was black?
They waited till Jesus was born, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote about the life of Jesus, right? Mm-hmm. Which makes sense. No notes there. After the last book of the Bible, which was
Revelations? No,
in the Old Testament.
Something, yeah.
Zacharias.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's it. Okay. Where are all the books after that? Okay. Mm-hmm. After Revelations, where are all the books after that? Where are all the prophets? Where are all the people? Like, there's thousands of years of prophets, mm-hmm. and then there's nothing.
When will it stop?
Nothing new.
When will it
stop? Why
would
it ever stop? Why would everybody still be talking about the wonders of Jesus, the wonders of God, where all the stories, mm-hmm. the miracles, where are all the books?
I don't know the exact time, but I'm almost certain it's like 600 years in one book.
Right. But still, I go
maybe 1,000.
Because they said was it Abraham who lived to be like 800 years old?
Shit.
So
even worse. How many years is the Bible, y'all? From Genesis to Revelations. So that's a lot to cover.
From Genesis to
Revelations.
Jesus is supposed to be 2,000 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then from Jesus to...
I don't know if this is fact or not. I'm disagreeing with you.
I mean, that's from what I understand of whatever I've heard over time, right? But now, where are the books? Like, what happened? Why are there no prophets saying, here are the... Like, are there?
Yes, but it has to stop. So if somebody...
Why does it have to
listen,
stop?
If somebody made a book about you,
mm-hmm.
right? From birth...
Sure. But I have an end. God doesn't have an end.
Right, but that's just one person, though. So they got to summarize your life very quickly, right?
Who cares about my life?
I'm giving you an idea because there's tens of hundreds, thousands of people in the Bible. Mm-hmm. So they got to get quick summaries of everybody's life. Why
is there no volume 3? After Paul, who else wrote something?
In a perfect world, yes. Yeah, I think what you're saying is it all makes sense. It should have kept going.
I'm not even trying to be some Bible hater.
I get you, but it should have kept going. I mean, technically, people are still writing about it, their experiences.
Sure.
Biographies are their experiences with God. I mean, it has to have a sealed.
I don't feel like God all of a sudden said, that's enough.
Why not?
Why would he go like, you've done enough?
He literally makes 7 days. He said, that's enough. Technically, it could have been 300.
So he said, hey, man, this book is all you need right here. I know we're going to keep going for another thousands of years, but it's all right there.
When will it stop? He made 7 days.
Why would it ever stop?
So if that's the case, it should be never no repeated days then.
What do you mean?
It needs to have the time to stop.
We're not talking about how many days in a week there are to how many stories about
something
God
has to have an end.
Why does the Bible with God?
Because
from the very beginning, we cut it off.
Because he covered everything we need to know.
No, we haven't.
Why not?
Because life there's so many. How many things? There's nothing the same from that time to this time.
I promise you, things that has happened now can find something in the Bible with that same sort of scenario.
Not social media. That's not.
If they had that 2,000 years ago,
I would have loved that.
That would be.
Then you would have got the real deal on everything.
Like, what?
You would have got the
real
deal. You
tell me I can talk
on everything.
Yeah, I'm certain there's.
How many followers would Jesus have?
The fact they call them followers is letting you know that is social media right there.
Jesus only 12? No, not sure. Proverbs by then no S on Revelations. It's definitely Revelations. Okay. Malachi, last book of Hebrew scriptures. The Hebrew scriptures were pointing to Jesus. So after Jesus died, no need to continue. I disagree. Took 1,600 years to write the Bible. There's 66 books. How many do you need? Damn. Why does your damn have a B in the?
Oh, that's funny.
People don't live by the Bible. Why do they need anything more? People. I disagree. I think that there are plenty of stories that can relate to people. It's hard for people to relate to things that are 2000. Like, we're not in the same shoes anymore. We don't understand. Like, there's different things that people can relate to now, today, instead of being like, if Jesus was here today, he would be blah, 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 blah. And it's like, there's actually people who can prophesize and experience what's happening today in those things and continue that. So you have from after Jesus dies to here's the next 100 years, here's the next 100 years, here's our story of what keeps happening. The world kept changing. Also. Jesus ran around here, but we're not even talking about all the stories that might have happened in South America as Jesus got there, right? We're not talking about all the stories that happened in anywhere else in Asia. Jesus got there, in India. It's like there's all these stories here in the States. There's all these stories of Yeshua. I'm not saying Jesus anymore. I keep saying that. Of these stories and how people. There's so many stories. I don't think it's just today.
I think you are acting Hollywood.
Why?
It's like, hey,
the sequels.
Gotta have a sequel, bro. You're like, I think we're good. No.
You need a trilogy.
I kind of feel like
what's the trilogy?
You can make Boys in the Hood again, man. I think it's a perfect movie. No. you can do a little bit better.
Well, if it's any consolation, the JWs are still writing Watchtower. So there you go. That's because they don't want to hear it. Huh? You record me? What are you recording?
Why not?
What I got? I'm just talking to the people. Wait, I'm not gonna. Are you really recording?
Yeah.
No, I need to record. It's gonna record me talking to the people.
No.
Satellite, man. They surely do. How many people reading those fights that they really want to learn what the Bible says? They can do it. I'm assuming. Sorry, this is a little hard thing. It's just in the way. Do they prophesize in there or preach all the other stuff? I've never seen a Watchtower. I've never seen a Watchtower. I don't even know what they look like if they came. I've never seen one. I've had a bean pie though, kind of like sweet potato pie. Not mad at it. I don't know much about Jehovah's Witness though. There's so many different religions that are like really close to all being the same, but there's different branches of like from Presbyterian, Catholicism, 7-Day Adventist. What are the other ones? There's so many different like variations of Christianity. How are you supposed to like fall in Baptist? How are you supposed to fall into one? I grew up Baptist, and I can't tell you the differences between Baptist and some of these other ones. I have no idea. I just remember I grew up Baptist. I don't even know what that means. Honestly, I have no idea what that means. Because other Christianity get baptized. Other Christians get baptized in those things. Fast and Furious Jesus. I'm back again because it's all about family. What you about to make, man? Y'all want to watch D&E? It's all good. Not a problem. Yeah, I stopped it. I stopped it. Literally, the baptism separates some denominations. Some people don't get baptized. I know Catholics do. That's what Chaz wants, ongoing saga. Yeah, I just don't see why they stopped making books when before Jesus came, tons of stories about God and people's experiences. After Jesus died, more stories about God and experiences in Jesus. And then it's like, we're done. It's like, whoa. That can't be it, huh? I was like, we're done? What's thousands of years?
We can make so much more money if we do some more.
I took a like, there's gotta be more stories out there, more books. What are we talking about? You telling me Luke only wrote one book? Ain't no way. We got Paul's letters. So many Christian testimonies. People write books, they just don't add it to the Bible. Why don't they add it to the Bible? Why? Bible should be 12,000 chapters. The reason of the Mosaic law and the Hebrew scriptures were fulfilled in Jesus. If Adam and Eve were the first ones on earth, does that mean we all have the same bloodline technically? That's what it's supposed to mean. But we believe that Jesus came and fulfill the law. I just don't feel like that's the same thing as, like, we're not done telling miracles and what God has done and what Jesus has done in people's experiences. God talked to people all the time from a burning bush. There's more stories like that somewhere. But we believe this came to fulfill. The disciples did their due, and that was it. I don't know, man. I just feel like there's more stories to be told about prophesizing in God and Jesus himself, Yeshua. So the story of the Bible is a very specific lineage that led to Christ, right? That's the overarching thing. The overarching theme in the Bible is very funny. Yeah. So you said there's 1,600 years from the very beginning, from Adam and Eve to Revelations. This is 1,600 years. It's weird, bro. Who decided what goes in, what stories are in the Bible? I guess it depends on what version you have. Right? There's different versions of the Bible. I don't know. I'm sure they all have the same books, but they all don't have the. There's stuff in there that was not in there. You know, there's just different versions now of the Bible. There's so many things that are in there that are not in there. It's been, you know, it's been bastardized in different ways also. Learn those that are in the Bible as it stands now. Then we'll talk about adding to it, Chaz. You'll be amazed once you study it. I used to study the Bible, then decided the canon of the Bible. I do side out the entire process. I used to study the Bible until I learned that it's been what the actual King James version was, and it was somebody else's version of what King James literally said was in the Bible. And then I learned there was all different types. And then I said, And then some stuff I just don't agree with in the Bible. Some things I just don't agree with. I agree with a lot more of the New Testament stuff than the Old Testament stuff. And I don't follow Christianity like that. I don't follow that specific thing.
Man, the Bible is perfect.
It's a perfect movie.
It's a perfect movie, man.
Because
everything is strategic.
Even with like the whole gay debate, there's different things. I heard different stories. I heard there's that particular line of gay being an abomination means different things. I've heard so many different variations, and it's just up to me to talk to God myself. Once I actually built my own relationship with God, I stopped reading the Bible. Really though, I just talk to homie straight up. I just go like, let me just go to the source, man. If God lives in all of us, Dion Lack, right? Then the closest I can get to a physical representation of God is you, correct?
I don't agree.
If that's the closest thing to a physical representation of God lives in you, then what else is alive that I can talk to that's closest to God?
That's like saying, if we all have brains, what's the point of me going to school?
I was at the same.
Because you're saying I can learn this myself.
What? That is not what I'm saying.
If somebody gives you a math book, they say you don't need to go to school, you can just learn this yourself. You don't need no sort of teaching or guidance. You can just read this, learn it yourself. You think you could?
Math book?
Nobody's explaining you what math is.
No.
Exactly. You need some sort of guidance. That's why people go to church, because it's like, I need understanding of how.
No, I said that. I said once I did those things, we went to church for years.
Yeah.
We studied the Bible. Once I said, I'm talking to God myself, and I just had my own relationship with him, I was done reading it.
What is it about church that you don't like to enjoy?
It's not the church. It's not about the church I don't enjoy. I just go like, I have different things that I feel when I talk to God. I don't agree necessarily with the things they preach. Here's baptism Christianity. I don't agree with a lot of it. I go like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. This is not for me here. Okay. So I disagree. And you know me, I believe that there's no wrong religion. I believe that all these religions are right. You know, I just believe it's the way God's been delivered to you and how you feel back is. I just hate that people always have to label this. Well, what are you?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't like that. And I go like, that's not a thing to me. I don't really, you know, I believe in God 100%.
But you sound like the person like all lives matter.
Why?
Like, hey man, I'm not black. I'm a human being.
Well, break this down, right? Here's the thing. We do know that all lives do matter, correct?
Yeah.
We do know that. Right. No doubt.
Right.
But we're not talking about black lives right now. We're not. What are we specifically talking about that I'm missing?
Right. Well, what I'm saying is you have to let you say I don't like labels. I don't like being separated, but you are a black person.
Yeah, but we're not talking about it. We're talking about religion.
Yeah, but you said I don't like the titles of separation.
Yeah, I don't like being put in this is you're not what are you Baptist? Are you blah blah blah? And I'm like, I don't really agree with a lot of those different things. And some different things I do agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But it's not my color or my skin that I'm stuck with. It's my faith and my belief. Right.
Why use the same thought pattern when we say, so why can't I use the word nigga?
Because it's not the same, it's not my skin color.
Right.
This is my belief.
Right.
I'm not born with this belief.
Nigga, I'm a white person.
But you're not born with that belief. Right? You're not born with that belief. I'm born with my skin color. Right. You're not born with that belief. I'm born with my skin color. I'm born with my ethnicity, right?
You're taught.
Right. You're taught a belief.
Yeah.
Right. And then you can change it, correct?
Uh-huh.
But it's not my skin color. I'm born with it. I can't change that.
Right.
I mean, I guess I could.
Come on, Mike.
I mean, I guess I could, but
Salsa?
King James. So how do you listen to him then? You just be talking, but honestly, of course I listen to God. God talks to me all the time. We talk. And that's it. I talk to God. I'll be like, what's up, man? This is what I'm thinking. What you say. I sit down. I be quiet. I go, okay. I got you. When I'm in the gym, he be talking. I go, okay. All right. I got you. And then that's it. And then I continue. We talk. And my life has been great. Once I go to the source. That's the source. That's the source right there. But the things that I've had in Bibles, I go like, I don't like this. But if someone will recommend me a different version, I'm more than open to read it. I'm more than open to look at it. I am open. I'm very open to it. I just go like, from my experiences, that's why I feel the way I feel. Because of that. I used to go to church until like 2009, 2010. That church shut down and I never went back. And then I was 2009. Like, yeah, 2009. I think it was the last time. Down. Yeah, they closed up shop.
All of them?
Well, the one I went to. And then I don't think I've been in church since then.
You know, it is a relationship, man. It's hard to start over, go to church, due to unforeseen circumstances. Mm-hmm. It's hard to kind of like, man, I gotta start over. Find a whole new church home.
Sounds like a lot.
Church hurt is real.
Church hurt?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Church hurt is real because
church hurt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because it's not what God did to you. Mm-hmm. It's what somebody in that church had promised or said to you, and they possibly mishandled your hurt or something you said or took your money, and it's like, this is why I going to church. It's just that person right there, not the entire religion. It's just that person.
Yeah,
I'm never going to church because of you.
Right.
Not what God said. Not what you read.
Right.
You're like, nah, I'm never going to this.
Right.
This is why I'm going to church.
Yeah, I think somewhere Jesus talks about iron sharpens iron. You go to church to praise with other people. That's in a nutshell, right? That's in there somewhere in a nutshell. Baldy Bald podcast. Hilarious. What does church hurt mean? Deanna was saying church hurt, if you didn't hear. Deanna says church hurt is like when somebody else in the church, not the church itself, not the actual, not God himself, but somebody who's in the church hurts you, tells you something, offends you. There's politics in churches. That happens. I heard it before the explain. Oh, my bad. But those things are a part of it. I don't think there's anything better than going through the Bible, asking God, what does this mean? And then what else do you need? Who else am I talking to? Dang, yo. But that's just me. And that works for me. But then something works for everybody. And Who said? I can't remember. Was this Martin Luther King? Somebody said if you drew a picture of God, if everybody drew a picture of God, everybody would have a different picture of what they think God looks like. Correct. So I don't really fall into this thing. We all have this hive mind. Some people need community, feel validated. Sure. That's true. That's the thing. Check on your boy. What's happening over there? Dion's dropping seasonings. She said, "What's happening over there?" Dion's dropping seasonings.
Oh,
Churches everywhere for me. Churches everywhere. Yeah, it was good. Do you know my church is right here? Part of my heart, right here, guys. Me. I like the name Fresco Black, by the way. Solid thing. You didn't go to church to have a relationship with God, but you go to foster a community and have corporate worship. You don't go to church to have a relationship with God, but you go to foster a community and have corporate worship. That sounds awful. Atheists have Sunday meetings. Atheists have Sunday meetings the same reason. Yeah, corporate worship. That's a phrase for you. It's church group thing. Let's see your shirt. Is that the new merch? It's not new. When I was younger, I didn't like church because it was boring, but that had no reason why I stopped going. I just think that I don't like the idea of another religion being wrong. I don't like that. I don't like the idea that someone goes to hell for not believing in Jesus. I don't like that. And I don't agree with that. I don't think a God that I worship would send someone to hell for eternity. I just don't believe that someone who's supposed to love me unconditionally will send me to hell. That's wild to me. I love my daughter unconditionally. When she's wrong, I don't sit there and put her in the fire. You're gonna learn now. I go, that's crazy. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe in hell whatsoever.
Do you believe in right and wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you believe in good and evil?
Yes, I do believe in good and evil. I believe there are evil people. I believe there are evil spirits to a point.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think should happen to them?
To evil people?
Yeah.
Purgatory. You just sit here, do nothing. You sit here and you think about what you've done for eternity. I'm always in this thing halfway thinking like nothing happens to thinking that you go to heaven. I like to believe in heaven. I like to think there's a place we get to go and our spirits go and we're like, in heaven forever. I love to think about that. But then there's also a side of me that thinks, there's like, you're just done when you're done. And I hope that's not true. I hope we get there and you get to see everybody that you ever loved all in one place having a great time. I hope. That's what I believe in. I hope there's a heaven. Huh?
So do you want to be on the stubborn side or the, I'm glad I went this direction.
The stubborn side of what?
As in, I don't think there's heaven or hell. And I don't think that people go to hell.
No. I believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in hell.
But again, would you rather be on the other side of it? Damn.
Yo, to be wrong?
It's like, damn, I know I should have carried the one.
If there's a hell, I'm gonna be pissed. Man, that's a long time. You burn for eternity, dog? That's crazy.
I think
that's wild.
Wild. I think this is my thinking.
This is your thinking.
I think hell is earth.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
We're living in hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything just shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
Like fending for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No government, no laws, no communication.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. It's like an apocalypse. Like
this can't be hell. Some of the most beautiful, wonderful experiences you've ever had has been on earth.
Listen, taking everything away from you.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean taking everything away from you?
As in lights, internet,
mm-hmm.
things that you're attached to, water.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like we have to figure things out now.
Okay.
And it's like there's no recovery.
Okay.
As in just eternally trying to figure things out. We're trying to get some sort of you like, hey, listen to me, y'all. Like, no, listen to me. Like, hey, we can figure this out. Let me call something. There ain't no calling.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? It's like it's gonna be like chaos, darkness,
mm-hmm.
animals roaming. See
okay.
what I'm saying? Like this is like that's hell. And I feel like we can recover. There's so many powerful people in this world trying to be.
Mhm.
Listen to me, yo. No, you listen to me. I got it from here. See what I'm saying? You know how chaotic that be? I think that's what it be. And it's like it would just be civil war, pretty much.
I hope I come back. I always hope. Even though I don't feel like there's another person inside me. I want to do this again. I like life, man. I want to come back and do it again. I hope I come back and it's like, I learned some things last time. Let me get on my thing now. I would love to believe in reincarnation to a point. The best programming is led by fear-mongering. What happens? The Bible actually doesn't teach burning hell. So correct, people invented and twisted scripture just to keep people in fear. That's what happens. I definitely want to be reincarnated. Come back as an elephant, bro. I'm trying to come back as an elephant.
And do what?
Smash elephant hoes. Huh? Lions don't be after elephants like that. Now, man, I'm trying to come up, get some of this elephant.
The saddest thing in the world. Sadly, I watch a lot of animal things on Instagram.
Okay.
A lot.
Big cat, we know.
And the saddest thing in the world is like, damn, this is for life.
Yeah, getting mauled by they eat you alive.
Alive!
That's crazy.
Alive, homie.
That's crazy, dude.
You sit like this.
There was one line, she had like a baby deer, and she was just playing with her. I'm just like, why just kill her? Why are you doing this?
Alive.
Every time the little deer tried to get away, she grabbed her back. I said, oh.
You're just fast food at this point. You're just waiting until they get hungry. You get your little herd of friends. You like, and you just like, nah, we're not hungry yet.
Man, and then like you just chilling with your fam, and they just be like, hey man, y'all hear that? I ain't hear nothing. You always hear something. When's the last time you had a lion attack?
Which one we want?
And why don't they just leave? Why y'all stay where the lions are? They be in the same herd tomorrow. Huh?
You.
But still, they be like, oh man, hey, we're not gonna hang out around any tall grass. Period. Every time you're around tall grass, somebody goes missing. Every time. We're not hanging out here. Yeah, anywho. I like the idea of religion and different religions. I'm all for religions. I'm all for the different religions. I'm not for the condemning, and I'm not for the judging. I don't like the condemning of anybody else's belief if it doesn't hurt somebody. Because there are people who are extremists in every religion. There's extremist Buddhists, there's extremist Muslims, there's extremist Christians. And that's all bad when it's an extremist. And they say they do something in the name of God. That's that BS right there. That's not godly at all. And people pervert God all the time. I don't see how folks live in Florida. Boy, nah, all them gators. Hey, in Florida, they'd be like, oh, it's just a gator in our backyard. And one came out of our toilet. You're like, what the hell? But yeah, all right, y'all. I'm off my religious soapbox. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Earth was created for humans to live happily forever like Adam and Eve was supposed to be. Until what happened, Moyo? What happened? He didn't clean his screen again. This is gross. We've been like this the whole time? This is disgusting. Oh my God. This is just foul living. Thanks y'all for hanging out, man. We hung out for 2.5 hours today. Appreciate y'all. You started twerking and look at where we at now. Hey, man. Adam gave in. Oh, you're going to blame Adam for giving in. Oh, the temptress has no accountability. This is women having no accountability, Moyo. Okay? Since day one, no accountability for women. This still happens today. Okay? I didn't say that. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out, man. We will do it again next week. I might be working next week on something else. So possibly. We might be. Possibly.
Appreciate you, man.
I got a call today, so we'll see if it continues on. Huh?
We got a job?
Yeah, man. We it's just me. I see y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace. You want to say goodbye?
Nope.
Okay. All right, man. We out. Peace, y'all.